Hey, good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to Freeburg Community High School. Dave McKenzie and Scott Hudson as we are getting you set for Week 2 of the IHSA football playoffs. In Class 4A, the Lions on the road to take on the Freeburg Midgets.
Week 11 for Carterville.
Yeah.
That's a good thing. Carterville with a big win at home last week over the Harrisburg Bulldogs. They travel up here to the Metro East area to take on the Freeburg Midgets. Both teams 8-2. Both teams averaging around 32, 33, 34 points a game. This should be a dandy. Both teams are very similar when it comes to schemes on both sides of the ball. This should be a lot of fun.
It is going to be a lot of fun. Carterville Lions come into the game riding a 4-game winning streak. Freeburg, Scott, is on a 6-game winning streak.
Yeah, Freeburg has not lost at home this year. Carterville's hoping to change that. But Carterville, after the loss to Nashville, that's when they really got on a little bit of a roll. They started winning. They got 4 wins in a row, as you said. They're playing with a lot of confidence right now, and nobody's playing with more confidence right now than Andrew Hellriegel. He has been throwing the ball very, very well.
When you look at the season comparison as in scoring average, it is the Freeburg Midgets that are coming to the game averaging just over 36 points a game, 36.4. Carterville comes in at 35.6. And the Freeburg allows 15 points a game, and Carterville allows 20. But when you look at the streaks that these teams are on right now, on that 4-game winning streak for the Lions, they are averaging over 49 points a game. And Freeburg, on the other hand, comes in averaging just over 38.
Carterville, again, and part of that's due to the schedule. Carterville, after the Nashville game, you had Madison, you had Pinckneyville, you had Harrisburg on that schedule. And Carterville did what good teams do. They went out and won those games handily. And, this Freeburg team, they love to run the ball. Over 2,400 yards on the ground, 16 touchdowns this year. So that is the key for Carterville's defense today. You got to stop the run and get that Freeburg offense off the field.
This facility here at Freeburg is fantastic. We are right on the 50-yard line here in our press box view, up high. Great sight lines for us. Carterville has traveled well on the far side, and the home team, Freeburg, got fans just below us here. They're starting to fill in the stands, but it's a beautiful day for football.
It's a beautiful day, and I need to correct myself. Freeburg does have over 2,400 yards rushing. They rush for an average of 6.6 yards per carry, 36 touchdowns on the ground this year. That's a little bit more than 16.
How dare you make that mistake. This is your Charlie's Air Conditioning and Heating pregame show. And I had a chance Thursday, actually. I got with Coach Brett Dahl to record our pregame show. But you're going to hear from the head coach of your Carterville Lions coming up next here on this Lions broadcast of Lions football on NewsRadio WJPF. SIU was up.
13-10 at half. 13-10 at half.
Benton's leading 7-0 on their end.
Naldoni had a school time record 55-yard field goal.
Okay. Yeah, you can text update on that. Yes. Coach Brett Dial joining us on our Charlie's Air Conditioning and Heating pregame show. And Scott Hudson, like I said to Coach, in these last 4 games, this Lions team just has been hitting on every cylinder.
Yeah, they've been playing their best football over the last 4 weeks. There have been some hiccups, very, very few turnovers in those last 4 weeks. And I think that's the key because, you know, you go from the start of the season all the way through the Nashville games, turnovers were a big problem for Carterville. They've really cleaned that up. Penalties have not been a big issue the last 4 games, which they were before that 4-game stretch. So everything's going as planned coming into this game today.
We're going to go on and take another break here on our Charlie's Air Conditioning and Heating pregame show. We are about 10 minutes away from kickoff here from Freeburg. You're listening to Lions football here on News Radio WJPF.
This is at Benton.
Back at Freeburg High School, Dave McKenzie, Scott Hudson on our Charlie's Air Conditioning and Heating pregame show. And Scott Hudson, it is a balmy 58 degrees here at Freeburg, and just a beautiful day for some playoff football.
Well, there's not a cloud in the sky. We were down on the field earlier. There is a breeze. It has stopped a little bit now coming from the southwest. That could affect the game. I think probably more importantly what might affect the passing game is that sun, depending on which side of the field you're throwing to. But this is a perfect day for high school football in November. You can't ask for anything better.
This is a field that sets moving from east to west. I think I am correct in saying that.
I think it's north-south.
Are we north?
Carterville, St. Louis is that way. So
right.
I'm pretty sure it's north-south.
I didn't drive, and that messes me up completely. And that's why I usually I'm not a good passenger that way.
Well, hey, you had a 50-50 shot.
But we had Dairy Queen. So,
that's right. Yes, we did.
Good. What can we say? Hey, Carterville, you can see the Carterville fans over on the far side there, and the Freeburg fans here below us. There's playoff games all over for Southern Illinois in Class 2A. Nashville is at Bismarck-Henning. That's a 1 o'clock start. We'll see if we can update that score here shortly.
That was 9-6 Nashville early.
In 2A, Johnston City at Mater Dei. That was a 2 o'clock start. Fairfield on the road at Williamsville, another 2 o'clock start. And the Benton Rangers, we had a score earlier. We're leading Monticello 7-0 early in that 2 o'clock game. Murfreesboro on the road at Bree Central, just up the road. At 2 o'clock, Marion is at Mascoutah. And let's see, Cesar is at Athens. And then we're going to be paying attention to the 3 o'clock game today, Rochester against Paris.
Yeah, you got Mascoutah just down the road from where we're at now.
Yeah.
You've got Bree Central just
down the road
from us playing as well. And, of course, Breeze Mater Dei, that's where Johnson City's at. So we'll try to get you updated on those scores as we go along.
We'll get that as the game goes on. We'll get you updates, and we've got scouts everywhere that are going to be shooting us some scores as well. As Freeburg is going to be the first team to take the field here on this gorgeous Saturday afternoon. The fans are on their feet, and Carterville Lions. One thing about the stadium, Scott, it is an exercise for everyone. Walking from the parking lot, coming from the locker rooms, they believe in getting your steps in, and I wish I would have worn my pedometer.
Well, you know, the thing is, and I'll take the blame because I was the one driving, but I saw what I thought was going to be a shortcut to the stadium. Well, it was a shortcut to the stadium. It was not a shortcut to the entrance.
This is true. And plus you had to carry the heavy bag. That's
all right.
That was the worst part. Carterville Lions will start making their way out of the locker room to our left here at Freeburg. This is such a nice field turf. Kind of reminds me of Carterville's track and turf.
Yeah, and nice press box. We've got plenty of space here. We're right on the 50-yard line, which normally doesn't happen to a visiting crew.
Nope.
And we're up high enough you can kind of look down the play. Couldn't ask for a better day. Couldn't ask for a better weather. Let's just hope that the Carterville Lions win and makes it a perfect day.
Hey, let's take care of a couple other things of business. We want to say congratulations to Coach Nathan Emmerich and the Carterville girls volleyball team. Was taken out last night of volleyball in Nashville by Breeze Mater Day in straight sets, but Coach Nathan Emmerich and those girls set a team record for wins with 34 wins. They went 34-6 on the season.
Yeah, the most impressive win had to be the one over Nashville. When you're down, you lose the first set, you're down by 10 in the second set, and you find a way to come back and win that. I mean, that was impressive enough. But congratulations on setting another record. Congratulations to the girls. And that program looks like it's on a steady foundation.
Absolutely. Also, I think there's cross country that's taking place today. And basketball season, Scott Hudson, is just a couple weeks away.
I think 2 weeks from this coming Tuesday is Carterville's first game at Redbud. By the way, I think I'm just going to spend the night up here. I'll just wait for 2 weeks, and I'll be right there. So, but yeah, Redbud on the road in two weeks from this Tuesday night.
Absolutely. So it's a busy time of the year, sports-wise, as we are waiting for the Carterville Lions, and I see them starting to make their way from the locker room to our left. I can see our the boys. They took a charter up here to Freeburg today. They had breakfast early this morning, got together, then got on the bus and made their way up here at about 10:30 is when they left in Carterville. We left after the SIU tailgate, the pregame show we did a little bit earlier, but all comes down to this, you know, win and you move on, lose and you go home.
Every possession is magnified. Every turnover, every penalty flag means more than what they did in the regular season. Carterville needs to play a clean game, not let a turnover be what, dictates the difference between winning and losing. And, just go out and play Carterville football that you've played the last 4 weeks.
Offensively, the Carterville Lions are being led by their junior quarterback, Andrew Hellriegel, who has thrown 17 touchdowns, thrown for over 1,600 yards, and, Scott, he is completing passes at 75% rate.
That is incredible for a high school quarterback, let alone college or anybody else. Now, granted, a lot of those passes are the quick outs, but he does throw the slants, he does throw the deep ball. But to have that kind of percentage throwing the football, and you know what? Against this Freeburg team, he might need that again here today.
Here come the Lions onto the field here at Freeburg, as they have their American flag, and that's Townsend Barton. It'll be carrying that onto the field. The Carterville cheerleaders out there. The Carterville fans on the far sideline are on their feet as everybody gathers up to the end zone to our left. The coaching staff makes their way toward the sideline.
Well, this is something I haven't seen in a long, long time, is the Freeburg players are facing the press box, not watching Carterville come out on the field.
I'm wondering if the flag isn't above us.
Well, that could be it too.
Because I don't see one left or right as you see the Lions out on the field, and they are greeted warmly by the Freeburg's fans here on the near side. We're going to go on and take our final break. That's going to wrap up your Charlie's Air Conditioning pregame show. Kickoff is next on News Radio WJPF. Welcome back to Freeburg High School. Nate McKenzie along with Scott Hudson as we are just moments away from kickoff here with the Carterville Lions on the road in week 2 of the IHSA playoffs.
Now that's not gunshots you were hearing behind us. That was fireworks going off as they really do it up right here in Freeburg. And everybody's excited about this game. Should be a very, very entertaining game. Both teams with high-power offenses. They did not, the officials with the coin toss did not make or did not show who was receiving the ball or kicking. So we'll have to wait and see who will be the receiving team who will be kicking. It looks like that Carterville might be receiving first. We'll just have to wait and see as Carterville comes out on the field. And nope. Freeburg will get the ball first, so Carterville must have won the coin toss and elected to defer to the second half.
So Carterville's in their road whites over the blue pants, orange helmets with the Lions logo on the helmet. Freeburg in the blue uniforms with the white numbers, and 58 degrees at 2:30 as we are getting you set for the kickoff. As the kick is underway, and it's booted to the far sideline. Gets past the receiver who was back forward. He picks it up at the 7-yard line, and he fights his way out near the 20. That's a good return and a good way to start by Brett Holcomb on the return for Freeburg.
Yeah, Holcomb got the ball down around the 5. Was able to pick it up off the turf and get up to the 20-yard line. So let's see what Carterville's got for Freeburg defensively.
As they're going to mark the ball right at the 20-yard line, Freeburg has it 1st and 10, and they are led by their 5'10 quarterback, senior quarterback in Landon Funderburg. We'll get the other players for you as we go along here at Freeburg, as it's the give to the running back through the hole off the right side, out across the 30-yard line, gets past the defender to the near sideline, 40, 45, where he's finally run out of bounds. And that is Ethan Williams on a big first down carry, and Carterville's defense gets blistered on the first play.
Yeah, Ethan Williams, he's their leading rusher, 726 yards and 11 touchdowns on the year.
So they carry it out to the 41-yard line. It's 1st and 10. As Funderburg looks to throw, throws it left side. It's caught there. There was 3 receivers all batched up right there. He carries it out across midfield. It's completed out to about the 48-yard line. Another gain of 6 on that carry.
Yeah, Horner is their all-purpose leader. He has, let's see if I can find it here. 645 yards rushing, 579 yards through the air, 145 per game.
Thunderbird from the shotgun. Takes a snap, gives it to his running back, powers his way right there. Carterville wraps him up. Doesn't even get back to the original line of scrimmage, about a half a yard short. And it's going to bring up 3rd down and 4 once again from the 48.
Yeah, Riley Bradford and Talon Walker both in on the stop. This is a big 3rd down for Carterville's defense here early in the game.
Hopefully that big 1st down carry of 21 yards woke this defense up. It's 3rd down and 4 from the 48. Shotgun snap, wants to throw right side, gets it cleared and caught at the 45, down to the 40, to the 35 and out of bounds just below us. Big 1st down and a late flag comes in just at the 41-yard line. That's usually,
that could be in the mark of a hold.
A hold? Or I was thinking maybe.
Yeah, I think it's going to go against Freeburg as a hold.
Yep, they're going to bring it back. Carterville fans cheer, and
I don't know what that call is.
Personal foul against the Midgets.
That's a personal foul, so it'll be a 15-yard penalty, and it's going to bring the ball back.
Well, Carterville gets the first break of the game.
And that's
Thunderbird got that ball away just in time as Ivan Jones was breathing down his neck.
So it's going to be 3rd down and 11 from the 45-yard.
That will make it
45-yard line of Freeburg.
From the 45 for the Midgets.
Just underway, 10:37 on the 1st quarter clock. Thunderbird. They have to reset the clock. The play clock is what they're asking. There's play clocks left and right here at Freeburg. So now everybody's set. 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Thunderbird puts his running back in motion. Throws the screen left side. It's caught out on the far side, out near midfield. It's going to be a gain of about 3 for the Midgets, and it's going to bring up 4th down now for Freeburg.
Well, good open field tackle by Zachary Rice over on the Carterville sideline, and Freeburg's going to have to punt. One score update real quick. Brees Mater Day in the 1st leads Johnson City 14-0.
Killian Weiss back to punt for the Midgets.
It's 4th and
to
8
receive for the Lions, Peyton Biddle.
from the 48-yard line. So now Freeburg will punt the ball. Peyton Biddle is the deep back for the Lions. He's inside the 15, the snap, the hold, and the kick is away from Biddle. Lets it hit at the 22. It checks up there, then takes a little bit of a Freeburg bounce down to the 15-yard line. So that's where Carterville is going to start. This Lions broadcast is brought to you by Southern Illinois SIH. They offer rehabilitation, acute, inpatient, and outpatient care. Visit SIH.net for more information.
Well, Carterville gave up, one 1st down, and then the penalty against Freeburg really helped Carterville's cause. So Carterville will get the ball for the 1st time.
1st and 10 from the 15-yard line. Here comes quarterback Andrew Hellriegel, and the Carterville Lion offense. And in the backfield for the Lions, it is going to be Ethan Lanham. They have 2 receivers to the right. It's the give to Townsend Barton. Tries to get to the outside, gets across the 15, the 20, where he's chopped down on the far sideline. That's a nice 1st down gain for Carterville.
Yeah, a gain of about 6. He finally turned it upfield near the sideline and got about 6 yards. So that's a good play. Good play on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd down and 4.
It's going to be 2nd down and 4 after the gain of 6. The ball at the 21-yard line as Andrew Hellriegel, who will operate from the shotgun, puts Townsend Barton in motion. It's the give to Lanham, battles his way out forward for a Carterville Lion 1st down. That's the first 1st down for Carterville.
Well, good run by Lanham, but even better blocking by the interior line of that Carterville offensive line.
Ball carried out to the 30-yard line now. They send 2 receivers to the far side. Carterville moving from right to left. They bring Nolan Hartford as a receiver here on the near side. Quick screen, right side. Oh, had it in his hands and dropped Townsend Barton. We haven't mentioned it yet, but the Carterville Lions are without one of their key receivers in this game.
Yeah, Blake Berkey is out for this game. Came up ill a couple of days ago, will not play. That's a big loss, but in any situation like that, it's next man up. And Carterville has moved Hartford to the outside as a receiver. You might see Bryce Smith at points in this game at running back. So we'll see what Carterville can do without their big star, Berkey.
2nd and 10 now from the 30-yard line. Trips to the left for Andrew Hellriegel. Running back just off his right hip. It's the give to Lanham. Carries it out across the 35 down to about the 37-yard line. Carterville now looking at a 3rd and short here on their opening drive of the game.
Carterville's 3 running plays on this possession have gained nice yards on every time. Now you're in a 3rd and short situation. We'll see if they run it or if they throw it.
Ball at the 37-yard line. 37-yard line. 3rd and 3. First down on the carry. Lanham.
The ball carrier.
The head first dive picks up the first down. Carterville's got 2 first downs on this drive.
Very impressed by that Carterville offensive line on this first drive. They're opening some holes for Lanham.
Ball is at the 41 of Carterville. On the far hash, Hellriegel, 2 receivers right side. He's going to keep it himself off. Right tackle just falls forward for about 2 yards. 2nd down and 8. Andrew Hellriegel completing 75% of his passes. And in the last couple of games, hasn't really run a whole lot.
No, he hasn't. And I think with Berkey out and having to move Hartford to the outside to play wide out, you might see Hellriegel maybe run a little bit more today.
2nd down and 8. The ball at the 42-yard line. Make it the 43. Trips left. Throws right, though. Caught out there. Townsend Barton gets away from the defender. Down the far sideline. 30-yard line. 20, 10. Nobody's going to get him. Touchdown. Carterville Lions. A 58-yard touchdown pass. Andrew Hellriegel to Townsend Barton.
Well, that's what Coach Dial has wanted to do all year. Get the ball out to your playmakers on the outside and let them go one-on-one. And Barton made a man miss at about the 40, and after that, it was just a matter of time before he got into the end zone.
That one move from Barton made the defender miss, and he was able to scamper down the far sideline with 8:09 on the first quarter clock. Again, the snap, the hold, the kick is good. Carterville takes the lead in this second round playoff game at Freeburg. They lead it 7-0. This is Lions football on NewsRadio WJPF. Let's go 30. Score update from Benton as the Rangers lead Monticello 21-6. That's still in the first quarter. That was about 7 minutes ago when that update came in.
Well, we thought Benton had a chance to go deep into the playoffs. Of course, their first 2 games have been at home. That always helps, not having to go on those long bus rides. But Benton looks like they may be well on their way to round 3.
Burke Lang to kick off for the Lions, back deep for Freeburg.
So the squib kick on the ground is going to be picked up at about the 30-yard line, running right down the far sideline and getting away out there midfield. Actually going to step out about 42-yard line, as it was Britton for Freeburg that carried the ball, and great field position once again for Freeburg.
Yeah, anytime you kick the ball on the ground, you hope that it gets by, at least the up back, and it didn't there. And Freeburg was able to pick it up, and they start in great field position.
From the 42-yard line. Ball is on the near hash. Carterville leads it 7-0. Thunderbird has 2 receivers left, one to the right. Takes the snap, low snap, gives it to his running back. That's Williams, and Carterville's right there to wrap him up. It's going to be a loss of about 2 on that. Nice penetration by the Lion defense, and it's going to bring up 2nd and 12 now.
Ivan Jones blew the play up in the backfield, and Cordis finished it off.
For the Midgets.
Officially just a loss of 1. The ball is at the 41. They look to the near side. And head coach Ronnie Stewart. We are on the visitor side of the field here at Freeburg. Thunderbird moves his man in 99. That's Jacob Carmack to the right side of the line. Drops back, wants to throw. Throws it left side. Wide open receiver at midfield. Out of bounds in Carterville territory. And on the reception, that is Eli Horner, the senior, giving Freeburg a first down.
Yeah, it looked like he got behind Bonnets and was in front of Biddle. It was a nice throw by Thunderberg, and first down for Freeburg.
First down, Freeburg.
Have it at the Carterville 44. Thunderberg gives it to his running back. This time it's going to be Colin Minton, and he's popped right at the line of scrimmage, and Carterville fans cheer from the far sideline. And a loss of 1 on that carry. It's going to bring up 2nd down and 11.
Zachariah Miller was in the backfield about as quick as the ball was handed off. Good play by Zachariah Miller, only a sophomore.
Zach is fun to watch in practice, on the field, brings some energy. He does Facebook posts, live Facebook feeds after the game. He's awesome. 2nd down and 11. The give to the running back out across 40-yard line. It's going to be a gain of about 6 on that carry, and it's going to leave Freeburg with 3rd down and 6.
Yeah, depending on how many yards Freeburg gets on this play, if they don't get a first down, they might be in 4-down territory.
Ball is just short of the Carterville 40. Call it the 41. So now it's 3rd down and 6 from the 40-yard line. Trips to the right for Thunderberg. 1 to the left. Drops back, looks right, pump fakes. Now he takes off to the left. Little screen pass out to the far side. Caught first down for Freeburg, and wide open was Jacob Carmack. And you have to watch that. Like Carterville, they have 3 or 4 receivers he can throw to.
Yeah, Carmack, 6'2", 240, and you will see him in the backfield from time to time. He looks more like an offensive lineman than a tight end, but he found an open spot and got the first down.
Freeburg has a good drive. This is the 6th was dropped. It was Brett Holcomb, the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down and 6 for Freeburg.
Yeah, Holcomb on the season, 29 catches, 522 yards, and 6 touchdowns.
They look toward the near sideline to get the play call. Players with their hands on their hips. Now they make their way to set their offensive sets. 5:17 remaining in the first quarter. Thunderberg looks to throw, feels some pressure, has to get rid of it, and it was caught at the 5-yard line. Nice job on the reception out there, as it was Owen Carey on the reception for Freeburg.
Well, he did a good job of coming back for the ball. Thunderberg threw off his back foot as he was getting pressure. Carterville's defensive back was right there, but he couldn't make the turn as quickly as the receiver.
First and goal from the 7. It's the carry by Williams, and he just keeps the legs churning inside the 5 to about the 3-yard line as they went hurry up on that. 2nd and goal now from the 4-yard line.
Freeburg has converted 2 big 3rd downs on this drive to get the ball inside the 5.
Slow down the offense. Carterville leads this game 7-0. Freeburg threatening to score here in the first quarter. Thunderberg, one last peek to the near sideline. One more peek to the sideline. Taking his time, puts the man in motion. Jet back, it's the give to the running back, Williams, and he scores from 4 yards. That is Ethan Williams, the 4-yard carry for a touchdown for Freeburg.
Well, Freeburg answers Carterville's score with a score. An easy run for Williams as he went untouched into the end zone.
So, 7-6 is the score.
Tino Borja will attempt the extra point.
As they're going to go for the field goal, coming rushing onto the field here, Tucker Murphy, and we have whistles that is stopping play.
I think they want the game clock, the play clock reset.
Reset the play clock. That's exactly what they're asking for. Now everything is ready. Low snap, good hold though, and the kick is good. That was well executed on a bad snap. So with 4:09 showing on the first quarter clock, we are tied at 7. Carterville's getting the ball back next on News Radio WJPF. This Lions broadcast is brought to you by IBEW Local 702, proud supporter of Carterville Lions sports. IBEW Local 702, dedicated to providing a better lifestyle for members and a better life for all. We are tied at 7, Scott Hudson.
Well, we didn't expect any shutouts today, and so far, Carterville's had one possession, touchdown. Freeburg's had 2.
As the ball is teed up and being kicked off by Antonio Borgia. It's going to be on the ground. It's taken by Carterville right at the 30-yard line, and on the return, Nolan Hartford takes it out to about the 38-yard line. That's where Carterville's going to start.
Yeah, got good field position. Hartford picked the ball up, didn't let it get by him. So Carterville will have good field position at about their own 38-yard line.
Carterville's offense gathers around head coach Brent Dial on the far sideline. Carterville coming off the Week 1 win over Harrisburg. Freeburg beat Richland County, which is Olney. And the ball now is on the near hash. Carterville's second possession of the game. They scored on their first, a 58-yard touchdown pass from Hellriegel to Barton. It's the give, though, to Ethan Lanham, and he was met right there by about 3 Freeburg defensive line players.
Yeah, he didn't have anywhere to go. He was met by 3 midgets, and that's a loss of about a half a yard. That's really the first running play today for Carterville that hasn't worked.
So it's second down and we'll say 11 from the 38. Hellriegel rolls right, throws right, and oh, man, that could have gone either way. Could have been a reception, could have been a pick, but it falls incomplete.
And it may have been Barton's strength that kept that from being a pick. And I've always wondered with Carterville's offense, when an opponent would try to jump a route, and that was a perfect case there. They tried to jump that route out to Barton, and maybe Carterville needs to maybe fake that and then have the receiver go deep.
Out there defensively, it was Noah Peterman for Freeburg. So it's 3rd and 11. Deep lob down the right side. Townsend Burton right there, caught at the 30-yard line. Down inside the 30 to about the 20-yard line. And that is about a 45-yard pass completion for the Lions.
And I believe the defensive back, the quarterback, can't pronounce his last name, Charlie something, fell down. And the safety had to come over and make that touchdown saving tackle.
Big play from Hellriegel to Barton. Now the ball at the 22 of Freeburg. Timeout is taken by the Carterville
Timeout.
Lions. We're going to take a break. We'll pause
Carterville.
30 seconds. This is Lions football on News Radio
It'll be their first
WJPF.
timeout of the half.
Hey, everybody online. Happy Saturday. Lions broadcast is brought to you by Farm Fresh from Carterville. Under new management since 2018, open every day. Farm Fresh offers local meats, craft groceries, hard to find candy, and milk in glass. Go Lions. Updating one score, SIU. Missouri State leads SIU 31-13 with 12 minutes remaining in the fourth quarter.
Wow, that's SIU is up 13-10 at half, so 21 unanswered by the Bears.
Carterville has it 1st and 10 from the Freeburg 22-yard line. Hellriegel inside handoff to Townsend Barton. That was sniffed out defensively. Well done by the Freeburg defense right there.
Yeah, one of their linebackers just shot the gap, blew that play up. We've seen Carterville have success with that play in recent games, but not that time.
Lucas Pajic was the one that got in and wrapped up Barton. 2nd and 13 now from the 25, a loss of 3. Hellriegel gives it to Townsend Barton on the jet sweep. Carries it out near the 20. Makes his way to the 15 where he's finally run out of bounds and he falls on the track to our left. Nice run there as it's going to give Carterville a 3rd down and about 4.
Yeah, Carterville's in 4-down territory here. For whatever reason, Lutenbacher is not kicking for Carterville today. He did not kick off. He did not kick the extra point. So I would think that they get close here, that they'll go for it on 4th down.
From the 20-yard line, Hellriegel. Audibles out. Claps his hands, set the play. Lanham on the carry, and again, wrapped up right there, being led by Ethan Williams from Freeburg. Carterville now facing their first 4th down play of the game.
Yeah, big 4th down here. Freeburg got the momentum back with their touchdown, and Carterville gets the ball back, goes all the way down to the 15. Let's see what Coach Dahl has here.
4th and 3 from.
Looks like they're going to try a field goal.
Ball is on the 15-yard line, not the 20.
Nope, actually, what is?
So Carterville comes out.
Well, we have a
It's going to
quarterback.
be Jordan Cordes at
Yeah,
quarterback.
Cordes at quarterback.
And the Wildcat.
No, actually, it's going to be Barton taking the snap,
The direct snap there. We
and then they ran the play. Unfortunately,
timeout
right
called.
before, or excuse me, right after, Dolly called timeout.
This Lions broadcast is brought to you by Charlie's Air Conditioning and Heating in beautiful downtown Carterville for over 30 years. Charlie's can handle any heating or cooling system issue you might be experiencing, and no job is too big or small. Give Charlie's a call at 618-985-2502. That's Charlie's Air Conditioning and Heating. Of course, Scott and I, at the conclusion of this game, will name our Joe's Lawn Care and Snow Removal Star of the game. Carterville needed a timeout. They have the ball at the 15-yard line. They break huddle with Coach Brett Dial. Threatening here, we have a tie ball game, 1:27 remaining here in the first quarter. And it's 7-7.
Yeah, Hellriegel back in at quarterback.
As Lanham in the backfield, three receivers right, one to the near side. That's Hartford. Rolls right, screen pass to Barton, wrapped up, and Carterville's going to be stopped. Nice defensive play by the Freeburg Midgets. Labor ready for that, and they get the ball back after Carterville cannot convert the 4th down play.
Well, Lanham went in motion. he was supposed to be the lead blocker, and he did not get the block that Barton needed. If he gets that block, all Barton needed was 4 yards. He probably would have gotten it, but just not a well-executed play.
1st and 10 from the 18-yard line for the Midgets. Here in the first quarter. 7-7 ball game. Carterville gets the ball back to Freeburg. Now Thunderbird. Almost gets Carterville to jump. No call. And finally a flag comes in. My gosh, that was late.
Well, no, it was late. I don't think he moved past the ball.
I don't think so either.
So I think a couple of Freeburg players looked over at the official and pointed at him, and I think they bought into it.
Yes, they did.
I mean, it was nothing more than a flinch.
2nd and 5 now. As the carry out across the 20, the 25 to the 35 out near 40-yard line before being run out of bounds. And that is Ethan Williams on the carry.
Brought him down by Zachary Rice. A big game for Freeburg.
Down in 10. From the 43-yard line. They've been able to gash this Carterville defense with the run game.
Yeah, they've got a big offensive line, and remember, they have more seniors than most teams have players. 30 seniors on this team.
Thunderbird slides a man to the right. Now puts a man in motion. It's a give to that jetback. He comes near side. At the 40 to the 45, out across the 50 into Carterville territory, down to the 44-yard line. Carterville's defense is really going to have to step it up here as we got some guys barking at each other. Carterville all lined up there. Zach Smith, Townsend Barton, and
now we got a flag. I think they're going to call it sportsmanlike on Freeburg. No, it's sideline warning. Sideline warning. But there was some chirping going on the sideline. Carterville did a good job of stringing that play out. The problem is they never came up to stop that play from going upfield.
Yeah. So it's a sideline warning. And Freeburg has it at the Carterville 44-yard line. 1st and 10. Thunderbird, he wants to throw. Looks left, feels some pressure, steps up. Carterville converges on him right at the 41. It's going to be a short gain, a gain of 3, 2nd down and 7 from the 41.
Good downfield coverage by Carterville's defensive backs. Thunderbird could not find anybody open downfield, and you just had to tuck it and run for 2.
Ball's on the near hash. Freeburg moving from left to right on your radio dial. Under 30 seconds to go. The snap and the give. Oh, bang, right there. Lucas.
Ivan
Jones, rather.
I was watching Jones before the snap. He was inching up towards the line of scrimmage. Guessed when the ball was going to be snapped and just went right through a gap. And luckily for him, the ball was handed off the running back that was going right where he was coming from.
And it looks like Freeburg is going to let the clock roll out here in the first quarter. They have the ball at the 47-yard line of Carterville, and as we head to the second, this ball game is tied 7-7. This is Lions football on News Radio WJPF. $60 here, please.
Wilson Sporting Goods Company is proud to call Illinois home and happy to be the official football of the IHSA. Wilson Sporting Goods Company manufactures the official balls that will be used in our game today and exclusively in all competitions leading up.
All tied at 7 as we head to the second quarter here, Scott Hudson.
14 sports.
Entertaining first quarter. Both teams scored. Freeburg's got a 3rd and 12 in Carterville territory.
3rd and 12. Throws it down the right side, falls incomplete.
Thunderbird's pass intended for Horner, incomplete.
Yeah, Horner was the intended receiver, but it falls incomplete from the 46-yard line, and now it's 4th down and long for Freeburg.
Thunderberg would love to have that throw back. He had his receiver open at about the 30, but threw the ball more towards the middle of the field instead of the outside part of the field. And I really thought his receiver just gave up on it. I thought he had a chance to maybe cut back towards the middle and try to make a catch, but no effort there at all.
Carterville set to get the ball back. Peyton Biddle standing at his chin to receive the punt. The kick is going to be short. Gets caught up in the wind. Hits at the 30-yard line, and it's down at the 31-yard line. So Carterville's going to have decent field position
That's a
here.
13-yard punt.
Absolutely. This Lions broadcast is brought to you by Rob's Pit Barbecue, near the corner of Routes 13 and 148. Hours are 10:30 to 8 p.m. Monday through Saturday. That's Rob's Pit Barbecue. Looking at some scores, Nashville's leading Bismarck 33-13. Williamsville beating Fairfield 21-8. Mater Dei over Johnson City 28-6. Benton over Monticello 28-6. And let's see here, Murphy getting beat by Central 21-14 as Carterville's 1st and 10 carry is stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Bryce Smith with his first carry of the game. The junior has not seen a lot of action in the backfield in this game, but with the Carterville Lions having to move Hartford to the outside, Smith might have a few chances today.
Swing pass to the far side. Caught down the sideline. That's Peyton Biddle on his, excuse me. I believe that's Nolan Hartford on the reception. And he's going to be short of a first down by about 2 yards, but Carterville now looking at a 3rd and short.
Yeah, Bryce Smith, when in motion, he is a big lead blocker. It's almost like having an offensive lineman out there, and he sprung Hartford to almost a first down.
Gain of 8 on that reception. Now it's Hellriegel going to keep it, gets his first down before he's toppled to the turf at the 44-yard line. So Andrew Hellriegel with the first down carry.
Hellriegel gains enough for a Carterville first down.
Carterville needs a long sustained drive right here. We're tied 7-7. It's Hartford in the jet back. Gets tripped up a little bit, keeps his balance, and is able to pick up 1 yard. That's better than the 5 or 6 yard loss that he would have had he not kept his feet.
Yeah, Freeburg's just bringing at least 1 or 2 linebackers on every play to try to stop those running games before they ever get started.
2nd and 9 from the 45. Near hash. Hellriegel claps his hands, throws it far side. That ball almost picked off again. Intended receiver for the Carterville Lions was Peyton Biddle, but that's the 2nd time where we've seen that defender jump that route, and fortunately it fell to the turf.
Yeah, I would love to see Hellriegel fake the throw and then have the receiver just turn and go deep, because you'd have the defender in a really, really bad spot, because it looks like Freeburg, obviously they've watched game film. They know what Carterville loves to do with their passing game. They're trying to jump those routes.
Their defender's out on the far side, Charlie Skrabitz. He's quick. Trips left for the Lions. Hellriegel's going to keep it, get to the outside. Can he get the first down? He does get the first down by about 2 yards. The speed of the quarterback for Carterville is what gave him just enough for that first down.
And he made the decision to run at exactly the right time. He noticed that he didn't have anybody open deep, so tuck it and run. And I think that's part of the growing up process for Hellriegel. Early in the season, he probably would have tried to force that ball, but now in week 11, he's smart enough to know, hey, there's nothing there, don't force it. just tuck it and run.
And that the defender had to wait to see if he was going to throw the ball. He had to check up. So 1st and 10 for the Lions. Hillriegel gives the ball to Lanham in the backfield, who plows his way forward for about 3 on that carry. 7-7 the score here with 9:30 remaining in the first half.
As we said earlier, beautiful facility here. Beautiful day, not a cloud in the sky. A little bit of a breeze in the 50s.
Winner of this matchup will play next week
at Rochester. And I'm just going to go ahead and say it. Rochester's going to win today. I know I'm going
I'll
out on a limb.
We'll see if we get the score update. Wouldn't you be surprised? Hellriegel's going to keep it off with the left guard. Nice carry. It's going to be a yard short of a first down, but now Carterville's looking at a 3rd down and 1, and Andrew Hellriegel starting to get really involved in the rushing game.
Yeah, they've been giving the ball to Lanham a lot, and Freeburg's really keying on him, but now Hellriegel's starting to pull that ball out of his gut and running himself.
Hellriegel, again, this time throws it, lobs it up left side, receivers right there. Oh, Peyton, excuse me, Nolan Hartford was the intended receiver.
Got to catch that ball. It was thrown just a little to the inside, but not enough that it can't be caught, and that would have been 6 if he brings it in. And that's where not having a guy like Berkey really comes into play. Nolan's a very good player, but he hasn't played receiver a lot this year.
So 4th and 1 from the 35. Everybody in tight. 1 receiver left. I believe that is Biddle. Hellriegel.
No,
That was it was Barton on the Wildcat, and Barton took a shot. And for the 2nd time in the game, Carterville was stopped on 4th down, giving the ball back to Freeburg Midgets.
Yeah, I don't really have a problem with going deep on 3rd and 1, because you know if you don't get it, you're going to go for it on 4th down. But that play they just ran, they've run that play all year long, and everybody knew who was going to get it. Everybody knew where it was going to go, depending on where the lead backs were lined up. And Freeburg just crashed the offensive line and stuck him about a yard short of the 1st down.
1st and 10 now for the Midgets. Down to near the 40-yard line on the carry for Freeburg. And on the carry for the Midgets, number 43, Tucker Murphy.
3 brings up 2nd down and 7.
2nd and 7 now for the Midgets. The ball at the 40-yard line after the gain of 3. Freeburg moving right to left. Thunderberg throws it. Short pass is caught. It's going to be right just short of a 1st down.
Yeah, about a yard short.
Gain of 6 on that. 3rd and 1 as the pass was completed to Brett Holcomb for Freeburg. Ball rests at the 42-yard line. Thunderberg. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. Tries to get Carterville to jump. They don't. Looks near side to Coach Ronnie Stewart. Now sets. Snap. Hold. Give.
Wow.
Carterville stopped him.
There was a meeting in the
2-yard
backfield.
loss. Yeah, there was a meeting in the backfield.
And it looks like Freeburg's going to punt. Wow, what a stop by Carterville's defense.
Jordan Cordes pops in there. 4th and 2 now from the 45-yard line.
So Carterville comes up with their big defensive stand.
Thought there would be more points scored in this game, Scott Hudson.
I did too. I did too.
Tied 7-7. 6:40 on the clock here in the 2nd quarter. Biddle, the deep back. Snap, the kick. This is going to be a short kick as well. It's going to hit, but it takes a Freeburg roll, and it's going to roll down near the 10-yard line, inside the 10.
Wow.
To about the 7-yard line. Outstanding punt, as it turns out, for Freeburg.
7-yard line, 1st and 10.
Lions broadcast is...
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention. There is a car in the handicap parking, a maroon
Carterville
Chevy Impala.
is going to get the
License
football back here.
993-4292.
6:22 remaining
Your engine
in
is
the
still on.
second quarter. It's 1st and 10. And the ball winds up at the 7-yard line.
Yeah, it was a bad punt that ended up into a great roll. It looked like the ball was going to be anywhere from, at worst, the 20 and maybe as far forward as the 30. But it took that big bounce on the first bounce, just kept going. And Carterville got to be careful down here.
From the 7, Andrew Hellriegel and his offense. He rolls to the left, pump fake and throw deep. Peyton Biddle has it at the 30-yard line, out across the 40, to midfield at the 50, to the Freeburg 40, down to the 20, to the 10, to the 5, touchdown! How about that? 93-yard touchdown completion. Andrew Hellriegel, Peyton Biddle.
Hellriegel took about 3 steps to his left after the snap. And again, we talked about Freeburg's defensive backs coming up and jumping the route. Hellriegel didn't throw the ball to where Biddle was at looking back. He waited till Biddle jumped behind the defensive back, and then it was just a matter if he could outrun I mean, that was a 97-yard touchdown pass and run, but really Biddle ran about 170 because he ran from one side of the field to the other.
Yes, he did. Extra point attempt for the Lions. The snap is good. The point is good. Carterville, after a 93-yard touchdown pass from Andrew Hellriegel to Peyton Biddle, and Carterville leads this game 14-0. Stay with us, more Lions football here on News Radio WJPF. Wow. So another kick on the ground, gets past the second line and picked up at the 32-yard line, makes a sidestep and then popped right out of bounds right below us. On the return for Freeburg, it was Tucker Murphy, and they're going to have it 1st and 10 here. With 6:03 showing on the clock here in the second
Freeburg
quarter.
will start possession.
1st and 10 from the 35-yard line. Freeburg in the home blue uniforms. Carterville in the road whites. Wow, what a big play that was.
It seemed like it took Biddle forever to get from one end of the field to the other because he was running
wore out
across the field, and you had to wonder who's going to get worn out first, the defensive back or Biddle.
The 1st and 10 carry out to about the 36-yard line. It's going to be a 1-yard gain. 2nd down and 9 from the 36 for Harrisburg.
Gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Really thought there was going to be more points scored. I thought it may be like a 35, 42 points on the board by one of the two teams. 5:35 in the first quarter. Thunderbird takes a snap. Has to roll to his right. Flag comes in. That should be a hold. Carterville gets to him at the 25. Big loss. And the holding penalty on Freeburg.
Ivan Jones and Marshall Blythe in on the sack. If that is a hold, Carterville will decline it.
Flag on the play. Quarterback sack. Marshall Blythe with the sack.
He was brought down at the 25. Carterville will decline the holding penalty. They'll take
Penalty
the
on
play.
Midgets holding. Penalty is declined.
So now Freeburg is faced with 3rd down,
20
and
for the
20.
Midgets.
With the ball at the 25-yard line.
Now, if you're Carterville, this is where you cannot give up a big play.
Do not.
Give them 10, give them 15. Just don't give them 20 or anything behind you. Everything in front of you.
See number 99, Jacob Carmack, out on the far sideline. He had a big 1st down back early in the first quarter. He spread to the far side. Trips to the left for Thunderbird. Landon Thunderbird, the quarterback. Takes the snap, drops straight back, screen pass left side, wide open to the 30, 35, out across the 40, 1st down and more, down the sideline to the 30 of Carterville, finally pushed out of bounds. Townsend Barton comes in to save the day for the Lions. And Exactly what you said not to do is exactly what they did.
Yeah, Zachary Rice had a chance to stop him after about a 4 or 5 yard gain, and he missed. And then the receiver did the rest. That's about the second or third time in this game they've run that same play, and Carterville hasn't figured it out yet.
1st and 10, the ball now at the Carterville 20-yard line. 60-yard completion. It's the give to Williams. Makes a cut up inside, makes his way down to about the 15-yard line.
Number 55, Jack Bannon.
They're going to mark it at the 7 or the 16. So a gain of 4.
2nd down 5 for Freeburg.
2nd and 6 after the gain of 4. The ball at the 16-yard line.
Boy, what a big play for Freeburg. Got them out deep in their own territory, deep into Carterville territory.
When Carterville's given up a big play, they've come back with a big defensive play. Now let's see if they can make a stop here. Puts the jet back in motion, but it's a give to Williams, the running back. Cuts it at the 10, to the 5, down inside the 5, keeps the legs going. And no signal. They're going to mark him short of the goal line. But that was a good hard run from Ethan Williams for Freeburg.
Yeah, very good blocking up front by the offensive line, and
1st and goal, Midgets.
they're 1 yard away from tying this thing up.
3:45 and the clock rolls in the first half. Coming up, we're going to have our Bank of Heron halftime report. We'll break down this first half of football here in round 2 of the IHSA Class 4A playoffs for your Carterville Lions. We'll update scores from around Southern Illinois. SIU getting beat. We'll update that.
They got the big boy Carmack in at fullback.
Vanderberg from under center, gives it to Williams, stuffed, and battles his way forward. Good hard run. The 1 yard touchdown carry from Ethan Williams.
And they may have recovered the ball in the end zone. He fumbled the ball. I don't know if he was already in, but the officials did not signal touchdown till after the Freeburg player in the end zone recovered the ball. So not only did Carterville not stop him with the initial hit at the line of scrimmage, they weren't able to come up with a fumble, if indeed it was.
To attempt the extra point.
14-13, pending the extra point. The kick is good. 3:08 remains in the first half, and we are tied at 14. Stay with us. More Lions football next on News Radio WJPF. We are tied at 14-14 with 3:08 remaining here in the first half. Dave McKenzie and Scott Hudson.
Tino Bora will kick off.
Freeburg High School.
And deep to receive.
Both teams have had big plays in their last possessions. Of course, Freeburg, 3rd and 20. They get the big first down into Carterville territory. And right before that, Hellriegel with a short pass to Biddle that ended up in a 93-yard touchdown.
Kick deep, and it's over the head and into the end zone, so touchback.
Borja's kick into the end zone will be a touchback.
3:08 remain. Carterville's going to have it.
The ball in place at the 20-yard line. 1st and 10, Carterville.
So Carterville has it from their own 20-yard line. 1st and 10 from the 20.
Carterville will get the kickoff to start the 3rd quarter. They would love to get on the board again before half.
Coming up, we'll have our Bank of Heron halftime report. What adjustments did the Carterville Lions make at half, Scott?
Well, you have to make an adjustment on that little swing pass, the little out pass or screen to the outside. That's been a big play for Freeburg the entire half.
First down, and the give to Carterville's Ethan Lanham. Off the left side, it's going to be a short gain of about 3. Second down and 7 from the 23 for the Lions.
A gain of 3.
Now, Freeburg's defensive backs may be a little bit gun shy about jumping those routes after what happened. So maybe that quick out, maybe that slant will be there.
Carterville, the 93-yard touchdown pass on their last possession from Hellriegel to Peyton Biddle. It's the give to Lanham. Fought his way through the line and was able to pick up about
Ethan Lanham, again, the ball
6. Going to come up a yard short. Third down and 1 now for the Lions.
Brings up third
From
and 1
the 23.
for the Lions.
Carterville needs to keep the drive going. Lanham, first down as he falls
Lanham, the ball
across the
carrier.
line of scrimmage. That's going to move the chains, and Carterville, looking back, they've only got, that's the 3rd first down here in the second half.
It will be 1st and 10.
Carterville just wanted to get out of deep in their territory. Now you might see them go downfield under 2 minutes to go, and Carterville only has 1 timeout left.
From the 32-yard line. Hellriegel, pump fake, throws it left side over the head of his receiver. Nolan Hartford was out there. Good tight coverage, but a little bit long on the pass for
Yeah, I think
Hellriegel.
he had about a step on the defensive back, but that's a tough throw to make because you got to drop it over that defensive back's head right into the arms of your wide receiver. You much rather want to see him overthrow that ball a little bit than underthrow and have it picked off.
So now, second down and 10 from the 32. Hellriegel puts Barton in motion. The jetback takes the handoff. Nothing over there. They just stretched it out to the far sideline. Nowhere to go.
Townsend Barton, the
Carterville
ball
couldn't
carrier.
blow up in a hole, so it's going to be a gain of about 2 as they ran the ball to the short
Got a
side of
penalty
the
on
field.
Carterville.
That's got to be a hold.
Yeah, it's on the near sideline, so I don't know if somebody was lined up off sides or.
Motion.
Penalty is an illegal shift on the
Illegal
Lions.
shift.
That will be a 5-yard penalty.
Freeburg
They will
will take the
replay.
penalty.
Second down.
And I think that might be a break for
It'll be
Carterville
2nd and
that they
14
took the penalty, because now you've got 2 plays
for the Lions.
instead of 1 to try to get that first down.
Second
Plus, it allows you to run clock, which if you don't score or you have to punt, that's less time that Freeburg has the ball.
I agree. 2nd and 14 now. Carterville sends 3 receivers to the right side. That's Biddle, that's Barton, and that's Cordes. One receiver to the far side on the left. Empty backfield. Timeout called by
Timeout, Freeburg.
coach
Their first
of the
half.
Freeburg Midgets, Ronnie Stewart. We're going to pause 30 seconds as well. This is Lions football on News Radio WJPF.
Murph sent me a text, said the PA's drowning you out and they can't they can't hear you. So
Okay.
you have to turn you up and maybe me down a little
Okay.
bit.
Okay. It's a loud PA here. Just a minute 44 remaining here in the first half. Carterville has the ball. They're looking at a second down and 14 from their own 32 as we are tied at 14.
Been a good game. There's been big plays by both teams, offensively and defensively. Kind of what we expected on our way up here. We thought this would be a tight game, and it's exactly what we've got.
Carterville sends 2 receivers right side. Single receiver to the left side. Hellriegel throws it right side. Barton's there at the 35 and is dropped at the 36-yard line. Gain of 4. It's going to get the ball back to about the 36.
Yeah, third and manageable. But more importantly, the clock's running.
Now Hellriegel drops back, Throws it left side, overthrows everybody. Peyton Biddle was the intended receiver. He looks back at the official like he was looking for a call.
Yeah, I don't know. So either Hellriegel threw the ball to the right spot and Biddle ran the wrong route, or just the opposite. But they were not on the same page.
Zach Bonnets is coming on for his first punt of the game.
Zach Banners to punt for the Tigers, deep to receive for the Midgets. Brett
They
Holman.
keep calling Carterville the Tigers.
We'll have to make sure we clarify that.
Oh,
Bonnets.
no.
Terrible kick. It goes out of bounds. That's going to be
About a 5-yard
a
punt.
5-yard punt. Yep.
Holy cow.
38-yard line.
And so,
And you watch him in the warm-ups. I mean, he's booming those kicks. However, he's trying to angle the ball down the near sideline, but a lot farther than that one went. And so Freeburg is in great field position. Holy cow.
So 65 seconds showing on the clock. They have it at the Carterville 41-yard line. A great opportunity here to put points on the board. Carterville will get the football to start the second half. The pitch to Williams is wrapped up. A gain of about 3 on the carry. Second down and 7 now.
And I think Freeburg has 2 timeouts left.
Brings up 3rd and 7. 2nd and 7.
They don't have the number of timeouts left up on the scoreboard, but the clock is running. We're under 40 seconds.
From the 36. Thunderbird, screen right. Completed. Down to the 30-yard line. Is going to move the chains. First down.
First down.
Clock stops while they move the chains. 1st and 10 now.
Brought down by Talon Walker for the Lions.
And a timeout is taken
Timeout.
by
Freeburg. Their
Freeburg.
second of the half.
See if we can. Last score we had, Missouri State 38, SIU 28. That's the final score.
Wow.
Actually. So
SIU.
Missouri State comes in and beats the Dogs on their own turf.
Yeah, two losses in a row for SIU. That makes their last 2 games at Indiana State and at home against Youngstown State very, very important.
Must
And
wins.
that loss today may have cost SIU a first-round bye in the playoffs.
Yep. Of course, Salukis dropped from 3rd to 7th after the loss at Northern Iowa. You can expect them to drop out of the top 10 now, I would imagine.
Yes, I think, yeah, they're going to drop out of the top 10. And, you know, we knew that Missouri State was a very dangerous team.
First down, Midgets.
It's 1st and 10 for Freeburg from the 28-yard line. Thunderbird. Man in motion. Moved to too early. Lott throws it down the left side. That could be picked off the hands as the intended receiver was Eli Horner. And I got to tell you what, Horner broke toward the line of scrimmage before the snap of the ball. That should be a motion penalty.
That is exactly what I was going to say. Horner turned upfield before the snap of the ball. That should have been a penalty, but the official apparently didn't see it. And fortunately for Carterville, the ball fell to the turf. As I thought Barton was going to have a chance to pick that thing off, but it didn't.
That's the second time in the game that's happened that hadn't been called.
Yeah, there are times where their receivers who come in motion do turn upfield before the snap of the ball.
2nd and 10. Now, Thunderbird rolls left, screen left, and right there to bring down the receiver for the Carterville Lions. Big number 77, Eli Morse.
They'll bring up 3rd down and
Well, actually, that was
It was 11.
that was
Zach
Zach
Rice, sorry.
And not only did he bring him down, but he brought him down inbounds. So Freeburg had to use their last timeout with 16 seconds to go.
that is their 3rd and final timeout of the half.
Let's see if we can get some score updates here real quick for you. We are tied at 14. Nashville leads Bismarck 33-20. Johnson City taking a thumping, 35-6 modern day over Johnston City. Benton 35-6 over Monticello. Cesar getting beat by Athens 27-7. Fairfield getting beat by Williamsville 21-8. Murphy getting beat by Central 21-14. Marion winning over Mascoutah 37-7. He overshoots him as the intended receiver was Tucker Murphy, and there was no Carterville defender that came with him. And the Lions are fortunate that that falls incomplete.
Yeah, Zach Bonnet's complaining to the official that he was held trying to get to Funderburg.
Comes on for the 40-yarder. 12 seconds remaining in the half. The snap, the hold, for Freeburg. (17-14) Freeburg lead. Kick it into the wind, what little breeze there is, but Ford don't know that he makes it.
No, no. Or it hits the crossbar, and probably then you take your chances. Does it bounce forward? Does it bounce back?
So Carterville trails here at the half, 17, or just seconds away from the half, 17-14.
And that field goal, Dave, set up by the 5-yard punt by Bonnets that gave Freeburg great field position.
With 65 seconds left in the half. So they score on the field goal in 1 minute and 1 second. Teeing it up at the 40. Kick is going to go out of bounds.
Kick is out of bounds.
So Carterville, I'm sure, will take a knee. Content to go in at halftime, just trailing by 3 points, but a good ball game. As we said, coming into this game on paper, 2 evenly matched teams. On the field so far, 2 evenly matched teams.
Yeah, 3 points separate these two teams, and Carterville, as we said, will get the ball to start the third quarter. Now's when the real test comes. Which team's going to make the better adjustments going into the second half? That will determine who probably wins this game.
Carterville sets up. They have trips left. Andrew Hellriegel has one receiver to the right. Lanhams is running back in the backfield. Takes the snap. Does look to throw. Feels some pressure. Gets wrapped up and is brought down. That's going to end the first half. 17-14. The Freeburg Midgets lead the Carterville Lions here at halftime from Freeburg. Stay with us. Our Bank of Harem halftime report is coming up next on News Radio WJPF.
At this time, ladies and gentlemen, the Freeburg cheer and dance team will do a routine to the song On the Floor.
It's the Bank of Harem halftime report here on News Radio WJPF. We're at the half, and Freeburg Midgets lead the Carterville Lions 17-14. 14. Scott Hudson.
Good first half. Both teams had big plays on both defense and offense. For Carterville, a couple of plays that stick out in my mind. Carterville had 3rd and 1 deep, or at about the 30, I believe, of Freeburg with up 14-7. They go for the home run ball. Hartford drops a pass at about the 15-yard line. May have been 6, maybe not. If not, he's still probably around the 10-yard line. Carterville then goes for it on 4th down and gets stuffed. Freeburg comes back, and, Carterville, I think after that, Freeburg scored, and then both teams had nice defensive stops there late in the second quarter, and then, of course, the 40-yard field goal late to give Freeburg the lead.
Lions got on the board first. It came at the 8:09 mark of the first quarter. A 58-yard touchdown pass, Andrew Hellriegel. Townsend Barton extra point was good. Lions lead at 7-0. The next possession for the Freeburg Midgets was a 10-play, 4-yard touchdown run from Ethan Williams, for Freeburg. The extra point good at the end of the first quarter, tied 7-7. Carterville had the ball in the second quarter and had it 1st and 10 at their own 7-yard line. And then Hellriegel completed a 93-yard touchdown pass to Peyton Biddle. Extra point good. Carterville took the lead 14-7. Then on the next possession, Freeburg comes right back on 6 plays and scores on a 1-yard touchdown run from Ethan Williams. Extra point good, 14-14. And then as we wrapped up the half, 6 seconds left, the 40-yard field goal by Eli Horner. And that's where we stand right now, 17-14, but evenly matched, these two teams.
Yeah, 2 other plays that obviously were big in that first half. Carterville up 14-7. They have Freeburg deep in their own territory, 3rd and 20, and Freeburg converts. They get a quick pass to the outside, a screen pass, and Freeburg's deep in Carterville territory. They go up and score, and then of course, Carterville doesn't convert on a 3rd down. They have to punt, and Bonnets shanks one off the side of his foot for about a 5-yard kick with just over a minute to go. If he gets off a normal kick, Freeburg probably doesn't go down and score, and we're tied at half. But the way it was, they kick a 40-yard field goal. So those are just, and I'm sure Freeburg's looking at certain plays they didn't make that allowed Carterville to score their 14 points. So it's been a chess match. Now the coaches go in at halftime. They make the adjustments, and we'll see who made the best adjustments here in the second half.
17-14 is our scores. Start to feel a little bit of bite in the air.
Yes.
Yeah, it was up to about 58 at kickoff, but as we are approaching 4 o'clock here in Freeburg, starting to feel a little bit more of the chill. We're going to go on and take a break here on our Bank of Heron halftime report. When we come back, let's run down some scores from around Southern Illinois, update you on SIU football today from Saluki Stadium. Stay with us. This is Lions football on News Radio WJPF.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention. There's a little boy who is looking for his mother. Gunner is at the concession stand and would like for his mother, Sam, to meet him there. Sam, go see Gunner, your son, at the concession stand.
17-14 our score here at halftime. Dave McKenzie and Scott Hudson as the Freeburg Midgets lead your Lions by the field goal. Let's update scores from around other playoff games for Southern Illinois teams. It's Breese Mater Dei over Johnston City, 42-6. That game is in the third quarter. Benton all over Monticello Sages, 42-6. That's in the third. It is in a game that the Rangers, if they go on to win, would face the winner of Carlinville and Mount Carmel. Mount Carmel leads Carlinville 40-7, and in that side of the bracket, Fairfield getting blistered by Williamsville, 29-8. Marion leads by 30 over Mascoutah, 37-7. Let's see here. Cesar down 20 to Athens, 27-7. Murfreesboro down 7 to Central. Breese Central, 21-14. Carterville, and let's see here. Let's look on. Rochester, 34-0 over Paris. That game is in the second quarter. And Nashville, a final over Bismarck-Henning, 33-26. So that wraps up the Southern Illinois schools. Any surprises there?
No, not really. I thought Marion would win the game. I didn't know that there would be that big of a margin. I thought Nashville is good enough. I've seen Nashville this year. I know what they can do. That doesn't surprise me if they went on the road and won. I'm pretty sure they'll probably be at home next week in the third round. I didn't think Johnson City just had the firepower to stay with Breese Mater Dei. Actually, I guess the game I'm most surprised with is that Breese Central's only up by 7 over.
Getting you set for second half action here on News Radio WJPF. Dave McKenzie along with Scott Hudson. And we appreciate you listening to us here on News Radio WJPF. And if you're watching on the stream, apologize for that. We lost our signal for just a moment, but we got it back. And we are getting ready for second half football. 24 minutes left. Who's going to come away with this and advance to the next round to face the Rochester Rockets?
Really nice look on the visitor sideline and see the visiting stands packed with Carterville orange and blue. They have really come up here today and supported their Lions, and it's been, I'm sure there are a lot of parents over there, grandparents, friends that are as nervous as we are.
Here we go. Carterville's going to have the ball to start things off. The kick. Taking it Peyton Biddle at the 10 as he brings it up the near sideline, spun out of bounds at about the 20-yard line. So Carterville gets the ball first and 10 at their own 20-yard line. What adjustments did Coach Brett Dial make at halftime? Coach Wakey.
Offensively, it may be nothing more than your blocking scheme up front. You know, Carterville really had a hard time running the ball after about midway through the first quarter, so maybe they changed that up a little bit. But as long as you got a Hillregal upright, you've got a chance.
First and 10 from the 21. Two receivers to the left for Carterville. Hillregal from the shotgun. Barton is in motion, but it's a give to Lanham as he's able to fall forward for about 1 yard. We haven't really been able to get a good running game up the middle. The Freeburg defense has shut that down.
Freeburg has an injured player on the field.
See if we can get a number here, number 55 for the Midgets, and that's going to be Dylan Burton, who's on the turf, and the training staff get out to him. They're looking at his right knee. We're going to go on and take a break here. We'll pause 30 seconds. This is Lions football on News Radio WJPF. Is the stream back now, Brian? I can't do anything about it. There's not anything I can do about it. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. 60. If you're watching online, sorry about the video. From what I understand, it's jumping around a little bit. Yeah, bring it back. The injured Freeburg midget, number 55, that's Dylan Burton, is making his way toward the sideline here just below us with a little bit of assistance. As they were looking at his leg. Carterville has the football, 2nd down and 9 from their own 23-yard line. Hell Regal, 2 receivers left. Barton is the jet back in motion. He takes the handoff to the far sideline. Cuts it up at the 30-yard line to the 35 where he's run out of bounds. 1st down for the Carterville Lions.
Yeah, a nice play by Barton. Carterville's offensive line did a good job not allowing penetration by the defensive line to turn that play to the inside. We do have a flag on the play, however.
And we'll it's going to be face mask on defense.
Freeburg.
Personal foul, face mask against the Midgets.
Tack that on to the end of the run. It's going to be a 5-yard penalty. Oh, actually, I take that back.
10 yards. 15 yards.
Will be a 1st and 10, Carterville.
Wow, that takes the ball all the way down to the 48 into Freeburg territory. Carterville's quick to set from the far hash. Screen pass left side. Hartford has it. Pushed out of bounds after a gain of about 5. They might give him 6. But a quick pass, that quick screen game for the Lions. They just keep throwing it out there.
Yeah, and you notice Freeburg's defensive backs didn't try to jump that route. They gave him the space to make that catch.
2nd and 5 from the 43. As it's Hellriegel, it's going to keep it, tries to get to the stick, can't. It's going to be about 2 yards short over on the far sideline. 3rd down and 2 now for the Carterville Lions.
Yeah, he just couldn't get it to the outside and turn upfield. Going to be about a yard short. Well, Carterville's been in this situation before, 3rd and 1. Last time they went deep, didn't get the home run ball, turned it over on 4th down. Let's see what they do here.
Come to the line of scrimmage from the far hash. 2 receivers right, 1 to the left. It's the give to Lanham. Just plows into the line, and I don't know. Yeah, 1st down. They're going to give him the 43-yard line move. The chains, that was a big 1st down. Had me wondering there for a second, Scott Hudson.
Yeah,
I lost him in the pile.
Yeah, it was lost in the pile, and at first I didn't see that pile move, but then I saw Lanham fall forward, and just enough for a 1st down.
To the 39-yard line. Quickly to the line of scrimmage, ready to go. Pass left. Oh, Peyton Biddle had it right in his hands. I think he turned his head and was wanting to run before he completely watched it all the way into his hands. Falls incomplete now, 2nd and 10 from the 39.
Yeah, if he catches that ball, he's got a little bit of a cushion to where if he can turn, he probably gets 2, 3, maybe more yards. But you know, Biddle's very sure-handed. That's not like him to drop a pass.
10:56 on the 3rd quarter clock. Lanham plows his way to the 35. It's a gain of 4. And now it's going to be 3rd down and 7.
Smith, the ball carrier. Gain of about 4, brings up 3rd and
from the 35.
about 3, 3rd and 7.
Come on, boys, we need some points. Hellriegel, screen or left. Hartford, 1st down. Moore makes a move at the 20, 10-5, touchdown. Nolan Hartford, 35-yard touchdown reception.
Quick pass to Hartford. He made one guy miss, and then he cut it upfield, went right between 2 defenders, and Carterville's back in the lead.
10-18 on the 2017. Kick is good. 21 to 17 is our score at the 10-18 mark here of the 3rd quarter. More Lions football next here at News Radio WJPF. Okay. (21-17) the score here at Freeburg. The Carterville Lions just took the lead here with 10 minutes and 18 seconds remaining in the third quarter. So Carterville set to kick it away. Lang from the 40, kicks it down the middle. It's taken at the 15-yard line, out across the 20, the 25 to the 30. Popped right there by the Carterville defense, and Ivan Jones is in there again, isn't he?
Ivan never comes off the field.
No, he doesn't.
And we're happy about that. So Carterville has retaken the lead. Now let's see what defensive adjustments that Carterville's made.
Thunderberg. Landon Thunderberg, the quarterback for the Midgets. Looks over to the sideline, Coach Ronnie Stewart. Has two receivers left side. Pushes two to the far side. The ball right in the middle of the hashes. And Ethan Jones is the running back. Thunderberg takes a snap, throws it left side. Caught at the 35, makes a move down to the 40. It's going to be 2 yards short of a first down, but that's a great first down play for the Midgets.
Now it's that guy Horner again. Made the catch at about the 37. Made a couple of guys miss and got up to the 40.
Freeburg taking their time here on this possession. They bring trips to the left side now. One to the far side. Ronnie Stewart gets the play in. Everybody sets. Carterville, can they get a stop on this drive? As the pass was short hopped. Intended receiver here just below us was Colin Minton. No, excuse me, Brett Holcomb.
Dave, I know this is going to sound funny for me to say this, but Carterville probably wanted him to catch that ball because Bonnets was right on him, and that would have been a loss of maybe 2-3 yards.
But it's not. It's a 3rd and 2 from the 44. The Freeburg Midgets. Ball right at the 40-yard line. Come on, defense. Drops back. Thunderberg lobs it up left side. Gets over the receiver, and oh, man. I think Carterville caught a huge break there because it looked like Nolan Hartford reached out and grabbed that receiver just a little bit. But the ball was overthrown. I don't know that it was catchable.
Yeah, I don't know that. Yeah, I agree with you, but I don't know if it was enough to impede his progress towards the ball. And I tell you, Dave, I'm a little surprised that Freeburg's punting here. I mean, they've got a very good running game.
I agree.
And they've kind of gone away from it.
But they haven't hesitated really today when it's been 4th down.
It's not been a big decision for them.
Snap. This is going to be a good kick. It's going to hit at the 25, and it's going to take another Freeburg bounce inside the 10, inside the 5, inside the 4, inside the 3, and that's where it's going to be down, is at the 2-yard line. What a great punt for the Freeburg Midgets with, let's see here, 9:07 remaining here in the third quarter. The Lions get the football back. We'll pause 30 seconds. This is Lions football on NewsRadio WJPF.
Yeah, they're going to spot it at the 2. They're spotting it at the 2.
First and 10 from their own 2-yard line. It's a give to Ethan Lanham as he bangs forward for about 1 yard.
No, that was Bryce Smith.
Oh, okay, Smith.
He does have a 3 on him on his jersey, so you got half of that right. It's hard to tell because Smith, I think that's only his third, maybe second or third carry of the game, but he's staying in there.
Hellriegel again gives the ball to Smith and gets it out near the 5-yard line. Needs something here. Gain of 2, it's going to bring up
Jacob Carmack.
3rd down and 7
3rd and 7 for
from the 5-yard line. Boy, what a great punt by Freeburg to pin Carterville deep. They need some yardage here. Hellriegel takes a snap, throws it left side, 1st down! Out on the far sideline, Peyton Biddle comes through with a clutch catch, and that's going to move the chains and give a little bit of breathing room to that Carterville offense.
That was not an easy catch. That ball was thrown around his shin area. He had to go down and get it and then turn and get the 1st down because he's about a yard or 2 short of the stick when he caught it.
Ball was at the 16-yard line. Whew, I feel better there. Big 1st down. Trips right, it's the give to Smith, and he's wrapped up in the backfield. Nothing there, nothing doing at all. Actually, it's going to be a loss of 2 on the carry by Bryce Smith. 2nd down and 12 now from the 14-yard line.
Yeah, Carterville's running game has really just not been there since about midway through the 1st quarter.
Hellriegel rolls left, throws it down the left side. It was jump ball. Peyton Biddle out there along with Noah Peterman. And it falls incomplete.
Brings up 3rd and 12.
And so now the Lions are facing another 3rd down play, 3rd and 12. From the 18.
Yeah, the safety came over to help out on Biddle on that play.
3rd and 12 from the 14. Now Hellriegel looks right side. Biddle has it out there. Spin move at the 15. Keeps his legs driving, and it's going to be a 4th down play. Nice effort by Peyton Biddle, and he's slow to get up. And he's going to head to the far sideline and get a breather. Bringing up 4th down now for the Lions.
Yeah, Freeburg did a very good job of
4th and 8.
pursuit to the ball. The ball was thrown to the near side of the field. And by the time Biddle caught it, there was a couple of defenders there waiting for him.
And Freeburg could have outstanding field position. Zach Bonnets on to do the punting. Snap. And the hold, and this one is going to go.
Oh, my God.
Out of bounds again. Quit angling the ball. Just kick it away. Oh my, this Lions broadcast, I'm just going to do a read here. This Lions broadcast is brought to you by Charlie's Air Conditioning and Heating, downtown Carterville. For installs or repairs, call 985-2502. Get back to comfort this season, proudly supporting Carterville Lions sports. That's Charlie's Air Conditioning and Heating. A short punt by Zach Bonnets is going to give Freeburg fantastic field position here with 6:16 on the 3rd quarter clock. 1st and 10 from the Carterville 35-yard line. Bobbled the snap. It's the give to Tucker Murphy, and he's able to spin his way for about a half a yard gain.
Now, we never talk about special teams with Carterville as far as in a negative tone because you have Lutenbacher, who's very, very good at extra points and field goals. But Bonnets today, 2 of his punts have not been good and have given Freeburg great field position.
2nd and 9. Carterville makes a big shift defensively on the line. Ball in the near hash. Thunderberg puts Carmack in the wing position.
That's Horner running
it's
the ball.
Horner onto the outside. Carterville sniffs him out, stretches him out. It's going to be a gain of about 1 yard. Nice job on that defensive play by the Carterville Lions.
Yeah, Horner again, their all-purpose player. They tried to they just snapped the ball back to him and let him run to the right.
Brings up 3rd and 7
But he
for
didn't
the
pick up
Midgets.
much as Marshall Blythe and others were over there to bring him down.
Officially a gain of 2 on that carry.
Big 3rd down here for both teams.
Absolutely. Can the Carterville Lions get the stop? Landon Funderburg has 2 receivers on his left side, 2 receivers on his right. Williams, the running back, throws it to the right side, picked off by the Carterville Lions as he overthrew his receiver, and guess who it is? Nolan Hartford with the interception.
Hartford, right place, right time. The ball went right through the intended receiver's hands, and Hartford, like a piece of Velcro, stuck right on him. And that's the first turnover of this game.
Yes, it is, and it comes at the 4:47 mark. The ball at the 20-yard line. So can Carterville take advantage of the first turnover? We shall see. Here's Hellriegel. It's the give to Nolan Hartford, tries to get it to the outside, makes a move, kind of stutter step, and what started out to be maybe a loss on the carry winds up on about a 5-yard gain for the Lions.
Yeah, I think they're going to give him, now we got a flag on the play on Freeburg apparently. Yep, they're pointing at one of the Freeburg players.
84, I think, is who
And
they were
that's
looking
Horner.
at, and that's Horner. So it'll be an unsportsmanlike. Personal foul, unsportsmanlike.
The call is unsportsmanlike conduct on the Midgets.
So that's going to be
That will be a first
added
down.
on, and it's going to move the chains.
15-yarder, or 10-yarder, excuse me.
They set the ball down at the 38-yard line. 1st and 10.
At the 38-yard line.
18 yards on the play and the penalty.
Emotions play a big part in sports, and sometimes they get the best of you.
From the near hash, Carterville moving left to right on your radio dial. And they're visiting white uniforms. Hellriegel's going to keep it this time, and he's dropped right there at the line of scrimmage. Little to no gain. Maybe
Number 6, Colin Dowden.
just a touch.
Gain of 1.
About
Brings up
1
second
yard.
and 9.
4:26 on the clock. 2nd down now and 9 from the 39-yard line.
Carterville's running game has been pretty much non-existent since about halfway through the first quarter.
Trip stacked for the Lions on the right side. Screen pass left side. Hartford has it. Bobbles it. Can't pick up anything. Back to the line of scrimmage. And another flag comes in, and this one
Might be on Carterville.
Colin Dowden.
Yeah, I think it was Townsend Barton. No, they're going to say it's against Freeburg again. Carterville
Bench.
players are cheering.
it's unsportsmanlike on Freeburg. I think that may have been on the coach because he
I
pointed back
think-
to the sideline.
I think that may have been against the Freeburg sideline because they'd already been warned once.
Yep,
And I think you only get one warning.
yep. So that was a 5-yard penalty.
And it could have been a player on the sideline who said something after the play.
So 3rd and 3 is better than 3rd and 8 from the 45. Come on, Lions. Ball just short of the 45. Hellriegel. Gonna keep it. First down for the Lions. He just put his head down, plowed right through the middle, and a flag comes in.
And I think
again.
I think
That may be
that's
on
on Carterville,
Carterville.
and I think that might be a taunting call.
Flag on the play.
On Hellriegel.
Yeah, I think he got up and he did a little bit of a taunt, is my guess.
I don't know that it was at anybody specific. He
I
kinda-
think he was excited he got the first down,
Exactly.
and it just happened to be that
and
the
the
Freeburg
officials
player
are
was right
talking
there.
now.
They may just wipe that off.
It wasn't really, he stood over
Nope.
anybody.
So they're going to take a first down away from Carterville.
Unsportsmanlike conduct against the Lions.
Wow.
So this is what it's coming down to instead of a first down. As the Freeburg fans say, you can't do that, but they've done that 3 times. So instead of first 10,
So
it'll be
after the play, so it's
10.
first down. Yeah, it's after the play, so it's first down.
From the 35 now, backs them up.
Yeah, so it could be a lot worse.
Could be worse, you're right.
Penalty after the first down is made, so it's
First and 10 for the Lions. Oh, pass is knocked down at the line of scrimmage. Big number 99. Jacob Carmack got that paw on it, slapped it to the turf. Quick screen is what Hellriegel was looking for, but it was Carmack that just said, nope, not today.
Well, Carmack on the season, he's averaging 9 tackles per game, 7 tackles for loss, and he's got 3 sacks. Carterville has done a very good job of keeping him out of the backfield.
That was a good defensive play, though, right there
Yeah.
from Carmack. So the inside handoff to Townsend. Barton gets tripped up in the backfield.
Another flag, that's probably a hold. So now we've had a penalty fest here in the third quarter.
Flag on the play.
I'm sure it's a hold against Carterville.
It is. Push him back, push him back, push him back. We'll take the penalty.
Carterville. It is accepted, a 10-yard penalty.
So this is going to move the Lions back all the way to the 23-yard line. 10-yard penalty.
Zachariah Miller going to have to come in and play offensive line now as Carterville's got a player out. I don't know if he's bleeding. However, if I'm Freeburg, I don't know that I take the penalty because, again, you're giving Carterville 2 plays to get a first down as opposed to giving them 1 play to get a first down.
Snap, screen left side. Nolan Hartford.
We have not seen today out of Carterville. That's the pass over the middle to Cordes.
And 16.
Look for that to be a possibility here.
Carterville leads this game 21-17. Now it is 3rd down and 16 from the 29. Hellriegel looks right, throws right. Peyton Biddle's there, caught it at the 43 into Freeburg territory, where he's brought down at the 37-yard line. How many times this year has Peyton Biddle had a big first down catch like that?
Oh, yeah, that was huge. And I was, of course, that's on the near sideline, and I saw Bill wide open, and I didn't know that Hellriegel was going to see him in time. Barton was also out there. He kind of went to the inside, but Biddle, and that ball was delivered at the last possible second, because I think if it was delivered later than that, the defensive back knocks it down.
Barton's a jet back. It's the give to Barton. Looks to get a block, get to the outside, out across the 30, and the ball's on the turf, and
no.
Freeburg is right there, just as he was getting ready.
Was he out of bounds, though? I think he was out of bounds. He was out of bounds.
And they're
he ran out of
mark him
bounds.
out. Oh, what a big break that could be for the Carterville
He was out of
Lions.
bounds when he fumbled the ball, so it's going to be Carterville's ball. Should be. He was out of bounds. Where the official's marking it, that's where he went out of bounds.
They're going to get together and chat over on that far sideline. I thought he was out, but I was kind of thinking maybe that last step before he went out of bounds maybe is when they stripped it out. We'll see here as the official comes to the far hash. A hold.
Well, it's a hold on Carterville. So, yes, he did go out of bounds. He did go out of bounds, but the penalty will push the ball back another 10, and Carterville and Freeburg have all of a sudden become penalty happy.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 penalties here in the second half.
Well,
unofficially.
This has been a strange third quarter.
Still 2 minutes and 15 seconds remaining here in the third. So now it's first and 10, first and 21 from the 30. Excuse me. Hartford trying to get outside. He can't. Just gets across midfield. They're going to mark him down at the 49-yard line.
And Hartford's got to make a decision a lot quicker on what he's going to do. Is he going to try to get to the corner, or is he going to turn it up? Because he is basically extending the play by himself, not making a quick decision on to go forward or try to hurry up and get to the outside.
And Nolan is going to head to the far sideline. 1st and 22 from the 49 of Freeburg.
One thing this is doing, Dave, it's keeping Freeburg's offense on the sideline.
This is true. 2nd down and 22.
Only 3 on the play clock.
And
Carterville's
timeout is taken by Coach Brett Dial. 21-17 is our score. We'll pause 30 seconds here on News Radio WJPF. Lions Sports are brought to you by Farm Fresh in Carterville. Support coming from Farm Fresh, your source for ethically produced and pasture-raised beef, lamb, pork, chicken, and more from DeVelli Sheep Farm in Oakville. Thank you to Farm Fresh, a sponsor of Carterville Lions Sports. So Carterville is facing a 2nd down and 22 at the 49 of Freeburg. They lead the game 21-17 to a minute 25 remaining in the 3rd. And nail-biter here at Freeburg. Barton is in motion. Hellriegel looks to throw. Pump fake, throws it right side. Should be a penalty flag. It comes in as Barton. They're going to say it was way over his head, and it was overthrown. Yeah. But the defender came up and popped Barton. And so now Carterville facing a 3rd and 22 after the incomplete pass.
Yeah, I would like to see, if Carterville can't get the 1st down, I would like to see him get close enough to where they possibly go for it on 4th down.
Thank you for listening to Lions Sports here on News Radio WJPF and watching on our live stream from Freeburg. What a ball game, 21-17. Lions facing 3rd and 22. From the Midget 49. Hellriegel steps up in the pocket, brought down, nice defensive play. And guess who? Jacob Carmack on the tackle.
Yeah, the pocket collapsed. He tried to go forward, but he couldn't. I think he probably was going to take off and run with it, because at that point I don't think he had anybody open. But Carterville did run a lot of time off the clock. And let's hope Bonnets can get off a good punt here.
He's had back-to-back shanks. And this is a guy that can boom 50, 60-yarders in practice and has all season long. But today, let's see if he tries to kick it toward the middle. I know they're trying to kick away, but you can't have a shank punt like that. And this time, almost blocked.
I think it was
and it was another shank, as it may have been blocked.
They said it got blocked. And that's
Carmack is again the one that got the block.
And that is, you know, I hate to single any one person out, but Bonas has got to get that kick away quicker than that. He took way too much time, and I understand he has shanked the last 2, but he was so focused on not shanking this one, he didn't get it off in time.
So Freeburg, with 30 seconds remaining here in the 3rd quarter, has it 1st and 10 at their own 38-yard line. What a beautiful afternoon of high school football. Making our way, it's right 4:30. This time tomorrow, it'll be dark. It's, on the pitch to the outside, it's going to be Eli Horner.
Eli Horner with the carry.
Horner takes it to the far sideline where he's run out of bounds.
He got about 5, maybe 6.
I think it's going to be 6.
6 brings up 2nd and 4 for Freeburg.
Takes it out to the 44-yard line. Quickly from the far hash. Vanderberg gives it to his running back. just kind of finds the hole, gets across midfield to the 45, to the 40, where he's finally wrangled in the turf. Ethan Williams on a big carry. Nolan Hartford with the tackle, but a first down is going to move the chains.
Well, he's their big running back. Horner's Mr. Everything.
And that may be the final play of the half.
Yeah, I think they're going to let the time run out. And Carterville going to the fourth with a lead.
21-17, the Carterville Lions lead the Freeburg Midgets. We are heading to the fourth quarter. Carterville leads at 21-17. Who's going to win the game? Let's find out. Fourth quarter action next on News Radio WJPF.
We have two drawings to announce. First, this is the 50-50 ticket winner. The winner will receive $150. You need to pick up the money at the concession stand, and the winning ticket is a blue ticket, and the number is 786987. Blue ticket 786987. Take that ticket to the concession stand for your $150.
What's that?
The next drawing is for the post-prom lottery board.
Okay.
Post-prom lottery board that can be picked up in the press box. It is a yellow ticket. Yellow ticket 625832. 625832. Yellow ticket. That's for the lottery board. Come to the press box.
21-17, Carterville Lions lead Freeburg as we head to the fourth quarter. Freeburg with the football, though. They have it 1st and 10 from the 39-yard line to start things. It's the give to the running back. He powers his way out to about the 36-yard line. On the carry, it was Caleb Loftus. Short gain of 2. Second down and 8 for Freeburg. We'll try to update some scores as we go along here in the fourth quarter. So clock rolls, just underway, under 12 to play. 2nd and 8 from the 37. Freeburg trails by 4. Thunderbird gives it to his jet back. Carterville's right there, shuts him down, brought down from behind for the Carterville Lions, as it was Zach Bonnets that got a hold of him and drug him out of bounds.
It's so hard to run that play to the short side of the field. There's just not a lot of room to cut the ball upfield.
And both teams have done it.
Yeah, they've both done it, and you know, I'm not a coach, and there's probably a good reason. But I don't understand why teams try to run that sweep to the short side of the field, because the sideline becomes like a 12th defender.
I would like to play for you, because I bet your teams have ice cream after every practice. Swing pass, I think that may be a lateral.
Yeah, they're going to call it incomplete.
But
now it's 4th down. Now, what does Freeburg do here? Well, I think they're going to punt and try to put Carterville. Well, no, Thunderbird staying out there.
Well, it is 4th down and 8 from the 37-yard line. Little too far for the field goal, as they kicked a 40-yarder there in the second half, or in the second quarter, to end it. They look into the near sideline. They're going to go for it. It's 4th down and 8 from the 37. Come on, defense, let's get the stop. Low snap, pitch, option throw. Down the far sideline, hang up, Peyton Biddle picks it up.
Oh my God.
It's going to be a reception.
Biddle had the ball in his hands, and he got it taken away from him. And Biddle's hurt.
Biddle is on the turf.
That ball had pick written all over it. It was a wobbly throw. It was thrown high. Carterville had the defenders in place, but Biddle's size was the difference in that play. He couldn't go up and get it over the receiver. He actually was in front of the receiver. It looked like he intercepted it, but the midget receiver just took the ball away from him at the 10-yard line. Oh, my gosh, what a play.
Brad Brush is out there to attend to Peyton Biddle. I don't know if maybe he's cramped up as he's trying to stretch him out. I'm hoping that's all it is. This Lions broadcast is brought to you by SIH, where they offer rehabilitation for acute, inpatient, and outpatient care. Visit SIH.net for more information. Peyton is up. He just was cramping up there. What a play by the receiver. I didn't even get the number on who the receiver was, but
I think that was Brett Holcomb, their top wideout. He just went up and got the ball. You look at Holcomb, he's in the backfield right now. He's very tall. Biddle is not, and that, I think, was the difference. I thought the ball was going to be picked off.
I did too.
And somehow, some way, Holcomb came down with it.
So it's 1st and goal from the 9. Freeburg trails at 21-17. Throwing to the fade to the left corner, touchdown. The 9-yard touchdown pass at the 10:42 mark. Horner is on the reception, a 9-yard touchdown pass from Landon Funderburg to Eli Horner.
Zachary Rice, the defensive back, never turned around to look for the ball, and it just went right over his head, right into the arms of Horner.
10:42 on the clock. The extra point kick is good. And now with 10:42 remaining, Freeburg leads it 24-21. We'll be back on News Radio WJPF.
Yeah, Carterville had that play defense perfectly. That play was defense perfectly. I mean, they were there. It wasn't like they got fooled.
No.
Just
24-21 is the score here. Freeburg just took the lead again on your Carterville Lions. And let's update some scores from around Southern Illinois as we go along here.
Deep to receive for the Lions.
57-21, Athens over Cesar. Rochester leading 48-6 over Paris as the kick is.
I think Nashville is offsides.
Freeburg, you mean?
Freeburg. Who does that? Boy, I don't know why I've got Nashville on the mind. I have no idea. I have no idea.
Penalty on the Midgets offsides on the kickoff.
It's going to back him up 5 yards. Let's see here. Johnston City loses by 27, 49-22 to Mater Dei. Williamsville 35, Fairfield 16. Mount Carmel blast Carlinville 54-7. Benton beats Monticello 42-12. Murphy getting blasted by Central now 48-28, or that was a final score. Here's the kickoff from the 35, taken by Jordan Cordes across midfield into the 45 down near the 40-yard line. And boy, that is a lift that the Lions needed right there on special teams. And it comes from none other than Jordan Cordes.
And it all is because of an offsides by Freeburg. Otherwise, Carterville's probably going to start, 20, maybe 25-yard line. But now they start at Freeburg's 44. Let's see if this Carterville offense can run about 10 minutes and 33 seconds off the clock and score with 1 second and win it.
What a good ball game, Scott Hudson.
Huh?
It's a good ball game.
It is a good ball game. Big plays by both teams on both sides of the ball, kind of what we expected today.
2 receivers to the far side. Bill Regal claps his hands, going to keep it. Gets tripped up in the backfield. Nice job defensively coming in and slapping the feet of, it's going to be Jonathan Marquardt for Freeburg that tripped up the Carterville QB, dropped him about a half a yard short of the original line of scrimmage. So
this is where Carterville's offensive line's got to bow up. They've been, Freeburg's defensive front has owned this game for the most part.
Trips left. Then Hellriegel's going to keep it. Once again, drugged down from behind.
Quarterback feet tackled by Jacob Carmack.
And again, it's going to be Carmack that's there to bring down
Gain of about
Andrew.
brings up third and
Gain of
8.
2. It's going to be a 3rd down and 8 now. Come on, Lions. They need to move the ball.
It'd be interesting to see what Carterville does if they don't get a first down here. Do you want to give the ball back to Freeburg?
No. I don't.
On this spot on the field.
Here we go. Drops back, throws right side.
Oh, Biddle
Off the
almost
hands
caught
of
that.
Biddle, falls incomplete. So now the Lions are facing a 4th down and 8.
And Freeburg did jump that route. Jumping that route for Freeburg was Jace Bruggeman. He came over. Yeah, looks like Carterville. This is a tough call here.
This is a tough
because
call.
you still got 9 minutes and 23 seconds to go.
And you also got to know, you got to look at the punting game for Carterville here today.
Yeah.
It's not been good, and so Carterville's going to go for it. 4th down and 8 from the 42-yard line. And a whistle and a timeout, I think, was taken by Ronnie Stewart, the head coach of Freeburg, and it was just before the snap. But the Lions are going to get a chance to talk about it, as will the Midgets. This Lions, or we'll be back in 30 seconds. This is Lions football on News Radio WJPF. Thirty. This Lions broadcast is brought to you by Rob's Pit Barbecue near the corner of Route 13 and 148. The hours are 10:30 to 8 p.m. Monday through Saturday, 10:30 to 8 on Sundays. Rob's Pit Barbecue in Marion. 24-21. Carterville trails Freeburg.
Well, that timeout by Freeburg definitely helped Coach Dial so he can talk over what he wants to do here.
Here we go. 4th and 8 from the 42. Maybe the play of the game right here. 2 receivers left. Barton turns around, spins, throws it right side off the hands of Barton. The bell was tipped by the linebacker. I didn't catch the number. I think it was number 55, Dylan Burton, that got a hand on it. Deflected off the hands of Townsend Barton, and it's going to give the football to the Midgets here after a failed 4th down drive.
First down, Midgets.
Yeah, the Lions were just trying to get that first down. I'm a little surprised on that possession that Carterville didn't try to go deep at least once, where they've had success in this game. But now Carterville's defense
Has to go to work.
which hasn't been out on the field a whole lot this second half, is going to have to come up with a big stop here.
Freeburg has it at their own 42-yard line. Landon Thunderberg takes the snap, gives it to his running back. He just plows it right into the pile, picks up about 1 yard. You know they're just going to run clock.
Yeah, they're going to run clock, and Carterville's going to have to stop the run. That offensive line for Freeburg's done a very good job today of opening some holes, and Carterville's going to have to be stout here.
9 minutes left in the game. Second round of the IHSA Class 4A playoffs. The winner advances to play Rochester next Saturday.
Is that like where you go, hey, can I choose what's behind door number 2?
I'll take door number 3. Clock rolls. 2nd and 9 from the 43. Throws it. Oh,
how did he catch that?
I don't know how he caught it, but he's out and across the 40 to the 35 and just keeps churning. Get him on the ground inside the 30. My goodness.
That ball
What a
should have been
play.
knocked down, thrown over the middle to Horner. I don't know if it was tipped or not.
The defense.
Somehow he made a heck of a catch. And I
There
don't know
was
how.
defenders all around him. I don't know how the ball got through there, but wow, what a big play. A gain of 27 yards on that. So it's 1st and 10 from the 30 of Carter. Come on, defense. Dig in now.
And Carterville seemed to have that play defensed well.
Yeah.
But somehow the ball got through there. The ball has definitely been bouncing the right way for Freeburg here in this fourth quarter.
1st and 15 now from the 35. Funderburg throws across the middle, off the hands, picked off. Carterville's got it. Townsend Barton at the 30-yard line. 35 to the 40, can make a move to the outside, and he's going to be brought down right at midfield, 49-yard line. That is exactly what the Lions needed right there. Force the turnover, 2 turnovers on the game, both on Freeburg.
Freeburg was going, I think, for the kill shot there. I think if I'm Freeburg, and I know hindsight's 20/20, but when you've got a 3-point lead and you're in the opponent's territory, you try to run the ball. You try to run clock. You try to score when there's not much time left on the clock. Instead, they went for the kill, and it came back to bite them.
The interception by Barton comes at 7:35. Right at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, Carmack
Andrew
is just,
Hellriegel.
he's a one-man
He's a beast.
wrecking crew for Freeburg. Carterville cannot keep him out of the backfield.
And Hellriegel gets up a little gimpy. He's going to stay in. He's tough. So we got a 2nd down and 10 from the 50. Trips left for the Lions. Throws it out right side. And that was incomplete.
Carterville's going to have to go deep. The side-to-side stuff is not working right now because Freeburg has every play diagnosed it's going to the outside.
They'll bring up a 3rd down and 9 for the
3rd and
Lions.
9.
Again, I'm surprised Cordes has not been targeted in this game that I know of. He's a guy that's got good size, good speed, and would be tough for a linebacker to cover over the middle.
Middle and Hartford spread left. Martin right. Hellriegel throws it left side off the fingertips of the defender, Jace Brogeman.
I don't know who he was throwing that to. Biddle was on the outside, Hartford was on the inside, and it was just like, I'll throw it up and hopefully somebody will go get it.
So it's 4th and 9 now for the Lions.
And I think Carterville's going to punt here.
6:58 on the clock. Zach Bonnets in to do the punting. The ball from midfield. 4th and 9.
Holcomb back to receive the punt.
Bonnets gets the snap. Gets the kick
Oh my
away.
gosh. And
Take it at the 44, or the 36-yard line, rather. Out across midfield, so fantastic field position once again for Freeburg.
I mean, he is having a really, really bad day punting the ball. I mean, there has been nothing come off his foot like we saw last week or even 2 weeks ago. I mean, he was kicking some rockets, and it's been nothing but shank after shank.
1st and 10 from the 48-yard line. Midgets have it. They have the 3-point lead, 24-21.
Carterville has 2 timeouts left. That's it. But they need to come get another stand here, defensive stand.
Thunderberg takes a snap, gives it to Williams. Straight up the gut, plows his way to the 40, to the 37-yard line, where he's finally brought down from behind by Ivan Jones.
Yeah, I don't think you're going to see Thunderberg go back and go deep now.
No.
I don't think that's going to happen. I think everything's going to be kept on the ground. They want to run this clock.
1st and 10 from the 37. Clock just ticks along. 6:35, 34, 33. Lions need to force another turnover. They've got 2 of them today, but have not been able to take advantage and put points on the board off the turnover. Funderburg tries to get the Lions to snap, looks near side to jump, looks toward Coach Ronnie Stewart. Now he's set, ready to go. Low snap, hands it to Williams. Williams right up the gut. Gets it back to the 35-yard line. Gain of 2. Second down and 8 now for the Midgets.
Riley Bradford.
Carterville's just going to have to
second down and 9.
at least keep them out of field goal range.
Yes, exactly. But the Midgets are just content to let the clock roll. 5:50 now left in the game. Thunderberg gives it to his jetback. He's brought down behind the line of scrimmage. Man, it looks like he lost the ball. Carterville needs to strip that out of there, but he keeps battling on the turf.
At some point, well, I'm surprised the officials didn't blow that play dead because the what am I looking for?
Forward progress.
Forward progress had been stopped. But I give Freeburg credit for pushing the line, and Carterville, should have done a better job of somebody's got to get down low and wrap him up around the legs.
3rd and 3 from the Carterville 29.
That play there put, they would have gone for it on 4th down in Carterville territory anyway, but now it makes it a lot easier on 3rd and 3 to get that first down on just 2 plays.
Last time down in this area, Carterville got the turnover on the tip pass. Timeout is called by Freeburg, Ronnie Stewart. We'll pause 30 seconds as well. Carterville trails by 3, 24-21. This is Lions football on NewsRadio WJPF. Thirty. Better Lifestyle for members, Better Life for all. Don't forget, roll the clocks back tonight. Fall back.
Yeah.
Time change. This time tomorrow night, be dark.
I do not like the time change, but
either.
I don't have a say-so.
Here we go. It's 3rd down and 3 from the 29 for the Midgets. Thunderberg from the shotgun takes the snap, loses the ball. It's on the turf. He has to fall on it. Back behind the original line of scrimmage, and Thunderberg is slow to get up. Man, he got popped as he went back, and
That's Zachary Smith who popped him.
he's up now, but holding his head.
So that changes everything.
Yes, it does.
I think they still go for it here, but it makes it a lot more interesting. I think they're going to punt. I think they're going to punt.
Comes to the sideline.
Thunderberg might have a few Tweety birds going around in his head right now.
4th and 3 from the 29. The snap, kick. It's going to hit. And it's going to be down right at the 10-yard line. Well, here you go, boys. 3:53 on the game clock.
3:53, 2 timeouts, 89 yards from what could be a game-winning touchdown. I don't think we're going to see the running game anymore today. Just a guess.
I would doubt it. The winner of this game is going to advance to take on Rochester next Saturday. 1st and 10 for the Lions from their own 11-yard line. Here we go. Offense, 2 receivers right. Put Smith in motion, but it's the jet sweep to Townsend Barton. He gets out to about the 20-yard line. It's a pretty good gain on 1st down, 2nd down, and 2 for the Lions.
Yeah, he turned the ball upfield once he got past the center. Normally that play is designed to go to the outside, but he saw an opening and he took it and gained about 8 yards.
It's going to be 2nd and 3 from the 18. Hellriegel gives it to his running back. That's Smith. He's wrapped up. Nice job defensively by Freeburg, stacking up the middle again, but they've done that all afternoon long. There's just not been anything in the middle of that line.
There's nothing there. And 3rd and 1, obviously you got 2 plays to get a yard. More importantly, the clock is running.
3rd and 3 now from the 18.
That looks like third
Seconds
in.
on the clock, the play clock. Snap to give to Smith. 1st down and more. Going to move those chains. Carterville's going to keep the ball after that 1st down run.
And Freeburg's got a player down. He's getting up slowly. I think that was the same player that was hurt earlier. Dylan Burton.
Clock rolls under 2.5. 1st and 10 from the 23. Swing pass left side. Hartford gets out across the 25 to about the 27-yard line. Gain of 4.
Yeah. Freeburg will give up those yardage all day long because now we're going under 2 minutes to play.
Yep.
Carterville's going to have to take a shot deep pretty soon because they've only got a minute 55 left. And they're taking way too long to get these plays in.
Brett Holcomb, the safety for Freeburg, dropped back about 15, 20 yards off the line of scrimmage. Hellriegel throws it right side over the head of Peyton Middle, incomplete off his hands.
3rd and 6.
And that would have been a 1st down.
Yes, it would have been.
And he only had one defensive back there. If he brings it in, who knows? Maybe he makes the defender miss and he goes down the sideline.
Stay with us. We're going to have our post-game show coming up. We'll name our Joe's Lawn Care and Snow Removal star of the game. 3rd down and 6 from the 27. 1:41 in the contest. That's all that remains. Hellriegel, snap, throws it left side, tip to the ground. Incomplete. Now the Lions will go for it on 4th and 6 from their own 27-yard line.
This is the ball game here for Carterville.
This is it. 24-21 is our score. Freeburg trying to protect a 3-point lead. Minute 37 remaining in the contest.
If you've got a play in your playbook you haven't used all year, this might be the time to use it.
I agree. It's 4th and 6. Andrew Hellriegel from the shotgun. Rolls right, throws right, caught, incomplete! Off the hands! Townsend Barton, the intended receiver, can't make the catch. And that may be the ball game.
Yeah, Carterville can only stop it twice. But Barton had a 1st down, had the ball in his hands on a well-thrown ball, and just flat dropped it.
93 seconds remaining. In the game, 24-21. Timeout and a flag, actually. Delay a game.
Illegal substitution. 1, 2, 3, 4.
It's against Carterville.
They got 12 players on the field.
Yep.
Yeah, 12 players on the field.
The Lions, 12 men on the field.
So somebody was out there that wasn't supposed to be.
The 1st and 5 for the Midgets.
First and 5 now from the 22. It's the give to Ethan Williams, just right up the gut. Stacked up. He's man, they haven't been able to get him on the turf.
He's not that big a player either.
Just
I mean, he's kind of tall,
churning.
but he's not, some muscle-bound running back. But he gained about 6. There's only been 2 touchdowns in this second half. One by Carterville, one by Freeburg.
Coming up, we are going to have our University Mall postgame show. We'll see about talking to head coach Brett Dial. We'll name our Joe's Lawn Care and Snow Removal star of the game, barring a miracle, Scott Hudson. This is our last football game for 2021.
Yeah, it's and boy, if this is the way it ends, I mean, we saw a heck of a game here today, and we thought it would be with the 2 teams coming in here, both 8-2. But just, anytime you lose a close game, you can look at a certain play, a certain possession, and this game will be no different for Carterville. You know, what might have been, but still a minute 24 to go. Carterville has one timeout left. And if they've got any magic left,
Second down and 3.
Second
they
and
need
3
to use it here.
From the 21. Thunderbird. High snap. Oh, flag comes in, stops the play. Maybe in motion on somebody
Penalty on
jumped.
Play, illegal
Procedure on
Midgets.
the Midgets.
It'll be a 5-yard penalty.
So that's going to
And
back them up
second and
5. Second down and 8 now. From the 26-yard line. Snap. Vandenberg's going to keep it.
Timeout, so
And
now it's
Carterville
third.
takes their final timeout.
3rd and 8 now. And that's going to be back at the 30-yard line. High school football season appears to be coming to a close for the Lions. Basketball season, Monday is the first official day of practice in the state of Illinois for basketball season. And basketball is going to start on that Tuesday, the week of Thanksgiving.
Yeah, Tuesday. So we'll have about a 2-week break, a little over 2-week break before we're back on the road again, as they say, up in Redbud.
Yep.
On a Tuesday night.
And Trico for 2
And you were
games.
telling me that we have to make road trips to Vandalia and Waterloo this year.
Yep.
And I'm sorry that I tried to push you out at 70 miles per hour when you told me that, but
Did you notice how I held on?
I
to the
know
door
you
like
did
that?
a very good job.
Yep.
That death grip really worked.
75 seconds remaining here in this game. 24-21. Thunderbird. The lone setback. Oh,
That's Horner.
That's Horner on the Wildcat. Going to keep it. Puts his head down. Just keeps fighting. They get it down to about the 22-yard line. So now it's going to be 4th down as the clock rolls under a minute. 54 seconds to be exact.
There's
4th
about
and 5.
There's about a 22-second difference between the play clock and the game clock.
Here comes Landon Thunderberg back onto the field. The senior quarterback.
I'm sure they're just going to run a play. Now the ball or the clock would change on the clock would stop on a change of possession, but Carterville's not going to have any time left whatsoever.
And timeout
Before the play, timeout, Midgets.
taken by Ronnie Stewart. 24-21 is our score. We want to thank you for listening to Lions football for all of 21. The spring football games that we did had a successful season, and this year Carterville Lions look to be losing here in the second round of the playoffs, and this Lions team, they're going to be fun to watch next year as well.
You know, you look at this Freeburg team, 30 seniors. This was the year I'm sure they were pointing at with all those seniors. Next year, Carterville's got a lot of kids back. Carterville's team will be very, very good next year again because they've got so many juniors coming back, some very good sophomores. I could see Carterville making a deeper run into the playoffs next year.
Absolutely. Second round qualifiers after the win last week over Harrisburg. But with 23 seconds remaining in this contest, the light seems to be fading quickly. Snap. Thunderbird lobs it right side toward the end zone. Caught.
Wow.
That was a 22-yard touchdown pass from Thunderbird to Brett Holcomb.
Holcomb's the one that came down with what we thought was going to be an interception by Peyton Biddle. He's the one that came up and took the ball away from Biddle that led to what was the game-winning touchdown now. So he comes up big yet again.
The extra point kick is good. And now it's 31.
It has, and a lot of people are going to see this 10-point differential at the end, but this game obviously was way, way closer than that. It was a 3-point game before that touchdown pass with, 13 seconds to go, or no, 23 seconds to go. So Carterville had their chances, but Freeburg, give them credit, they made a few more plays offensively than Carterville, and they made a lot more plays defensively than Carterville, and that's the difference.
31-21. Freeburg will kick away. Carterville Lions are going to finish the 2021 football season with an 8-3 record. Freeburg will pick up win number 9, 9-2 on the season. The kick from the 40 is on the ground. It's bobbled, but Carterville falls on it right short of the 40-yard line with 15 seconds remaining here in the game. Coming up, we've got our University Mall post-game report. We'll go through the highlights of this game. We'll check scores from around Southern Illinois. We may be the only game left going. 2 minutes ahead of us. But what a season for screen pass near side. Nolan Hartford gets out across the 40, the 45, 50 into Freeburg territory with 9 seconds remaining.
First down.
First down is going to move the chains. We'll name our Joe's Lawn Care and Snow Removal star of the game coming up in our post-game show. El Regal bobbles the snap, has to get rid of it, throws it out, picked off. Pick 6. That is how the game ends, as it was Eli Horner on the pick 6. And that's how the game ends for the Carterville Lions.
And that's the
37.
Freeburg 37. Carterville 21.
Final score.
Midgets
Stay
and
tuned.
Lions.
Post-game show is next on NewsRadio WJPF.
Congratulations to Ronnie Stewart and the Freeburg Midgets. We'd like to thank everyone for coming out today. Safe travels back to Carterville. Everyone drive home safely and have a great rest of your day.
(37-21), the final score from Freeburg. The season of football for the Carterville Lions and Coach Brett Dial and his staff comes to a jolting close here at Freeburg.
Well, this game was still in doubt, still up in the air with about 2.5 minutes to go. And Carterville just didn't have enough in that second half. Again, the score 37-21, that's going to look like a blowout. But this game was 24-21 with 2.5 minutes to go with Carterville with the ball. And things just didn't work out today. Freeburg made more plays on the defensive side of the ball. I thought that was the big difference in this game. Carterville did hit big plays as they've done all year. But I think the lack of a running game really hurt Carterville, because if you don't have a running game, the defense can just sit on those passes, whether it be to the outside or down the field. And Carterville just never got the running game going. And that was what was probably the biggest difference in this game.
And you got to give credit to the Freeburg defense. They shut down that running game right down the middle, and just Carterville could never get anything going. And it was a valiant effort. I mean, they hung right in there, but, played the clock well at the end of the game to run it down, and then just the desperate pick six. The snap was bobbled. Hellriegel had to get rid of it. It was picked off, and that's what put the final score 37-21 as Coach Brett Dial and his coaching staff meets with the Carterville Lions, all knelt at the 30-yard line. To our right, the Freeburg Midgets and their student body are in between the 30 and 40. To our left, Scott, it's been a fun season.
Oh, it has been a fun season. We kind of expected that this, it would play out the way it did as far as how many wins Carterville would have. They got to the second round of the playoffs. I look out on the field now, Dave, and I look at Freeburg's team celebrating. I look at Carterville's team, and I see that picture switched next year, because Carterville's got almost all their kids coming back,
yep,
and Freeburg's 37 30 seniors. Carterville is going to be in the spot possibly that Freeburg's in right now next year.
37-21, the final score here from Freeburg. Congratulations, Freeburg. You get to head to Rochester and take on the #1 team in the state, who blasted Paris this afternoon. When we come back, we'll run down the scores from around Southern Illinois, and we'll name our Joe's Lawn Care and Snow Removal star of the game. This is the University Mall postgame show on News Radio WJPF. Wow, Illinois won today.
Who'd they beat?
Minnesota.
Wow.
Okay. (37-21) the final score here at Freeburg. Freeburg advances on to face Rochester. Rochester beat Paris today 55-20. That's a final. It was 49-22 Mater Dei over Johnston City. Fairfield got beat by Williamsville 35-16. Let's see here. Mount Carmel beats Carlinville 54-7. So Benton is going to face Mount Carmel next week. The Rangers beat Monticello 42-12. Murfreesboro got beat by 20, 48-28. Marion wins 51-21 over Mascoutah. Cesar gets beat by Athens 57-21, and Nashville advances. They win 33-26.
I think most of those games went as I thought they would. I really thought Johnson City you know, when the pairings came out for 2A, I thought, boy, that's really bad for Johnson City if they win their first round game. That they're going to have to go to Breeze Mater Day. But I thought everything went as planned. I thought Murfreesboro gave Breeze Central a game longer than I thought they would. Marion winning does not surprise me. The fact that they really blew that game open early does, because that Mosquito team was very good, even without their all-purpose quarterback. So Benton moves on. I do not know at this time where the Benton-Mount Carmel game will be. I know Benton has had 2 home games.
I think it's at Mount Carmel.
At Mount Carmel. Yeah, Mount Carmel, if they played on the road today, then that game would be at Mount Carmel. Now, if Mount Carmel's played their first 2 games on the road and Benton's played their first 2, now I don't know. Honestly, I don't know if Mount Carmel is seated higher than Benton or not. That would be the determining factor there. But that should be a heck of a game wherever it's at, Benton and Mount Carmel. Of course, Marion, having been on the road today, might get a home game next week. So they might be the only area team that, it has a home game.
We need to name our Joe's Lawn Care and Snow Removal star of the game.
Wow. For me, I'm gonna go with the seniors. And I know we've done that before on senior night. But, these seniors, this was their last football game they're ever going to play, most of them. It's definitely the last high school game they'll ever play. And what they meant to this team and the hard work they put into this season, I see Coach Dahl out there hugging Townsend Barton. That's got to be a very emotional moment for those two. But the seniors are the ones you lean on the most. And Carterville did a very good job this year of getting to the playoffs, getting to the home game, getting to the second round against a veteran team, to say the least, in Freeburg. But it's the seniors who always are the ones that set the tone for what's going to happen, not only in practice, but what happens in games. So I'm going to go with that senior class. And congratulations to them on a great year. You gave Dave and I a lot of thrills this year. We wish you guys nothing but the best of luck in whatever you choose going forward.
Zach Rice, Burke Lang, Evan Lennox, Marshall Blythe, Townsend Barton, Ethan Lanham, Ivan Jones, Noah Johnson, Zach Bonnets. Also, let's see here, Gabe Whitehead, Jaron Lutenbacher. Our seniors, our Joe's Lawn Care and Snow Removal star of the game. Brought to you by Joe's Lawn Care and Snow Removal. Rain or shine, sleet or snow, call Joe, 618-534-8148. Rain or shine, sleet or snow, call Joe, owned and operated by Joe.
Now there
and
is
Lindsay
a classy
McCann.
move. The Freeburg fans who are standing where the players come in are giving the Carterville Lions a big round of applause as they come through that area where you come out on the field. That's a class act there.
Yes, it is. As Coach Brett Dial is making his way up, we'll have a chance to talk to Coach here on our post-game show. But rain or shine, sleet or snow, call Joe, owned by and operated by Joe and Lindsay McCann of Carterville for over 20 years. They specialize in commercial and residential landscape maintenance and tree trimming, bush hogs. They do a little bit of everything at Joe's, and you can give them a call at 618-534-8148. Rain or shine, sleet or snow, call Joe. Our seniors on this football team are players of the game as Coach Brett Dow continues to make his way here almost to the top of the steps. And, man, I tell you what, it's just been such a good time watching this team this year.
Yeah, it's been a lot of fun. And as we've said, before the game was over, after the game is over, the cupboard is not bare. Carterville is going to be one of the top teams in Central Illinois next year, and for good reason. All the kids they have coming back. You got to remember Charlie Howerton, the big center they lost after the AJ game. He'll hopefully be back. He'll be working hard, and the rest of that the junior class this year, and of course the sophomores that played some this year. It's going to be a lot of fun, and I think come June, right after school's out, all the attention is going to turn to Carterville football, and I think these kids will be eager to get back at it in June and July, working in the weight room and getting ready for next year.
Here comes Coach Brett Dow to join us here on our post-game show. Final score 37-21. Coach, that we talked about coming into this game, that It was an evenly matched game, and we got exactly that.
Yeah, I mean, it was a tough one. It's fourth quarter, and I don't know, 5 minutes to go, and I think we had the ball with the chance to take the lead down 3. Something in there, and we just we couldn't get anything going. They did a nice job up front, taking away some of our interior run. And then we just didn't make a couple plays. And at this time of year, it just comes down to you've got to make plays. And our kids made a lot of them today, but their kids just made 1 or 2 more.
Yeah, Coach, I think one of the biggest plays in the game, you're up 21-17. They go for it on 4th down. They do the halfback option pass, which you guys had. You had that play designed perfectly. They wasn't going to fool you. That ball looked like a quail in the air, and it was just a matter of who's going to knock it down, who's going to pick it off, but give the receiver, I think it was Holcomb, who had the size advantage on Peyton Biddle, just went up and took it away from him, and that was probably the play of the game, at least in the second half.
Oh, sure. I mean, it's 4th and long right there, and they make a play. Again, the ball's there. We've got a guy there. If I could pick a guy to have there, I got the guy I want. I don't care